It is a head-to-head between the 11th and 12th place teams. Heart of Midlothian taking on St Johnstone. Live with Callum Davidson, Alan Preston and Paul Mitchell.
Thank you, Richard. Good afternoon, everyone. Hearts against St Johnstone. Big game this side of Christmas. And the two teams have joined us on the field. The St Johnstone players just currently walking down the line. All Hearts players. Hearts will be in the traditional colours, the maroon jerseys with the white shorts and maroon socks. St Johnstone in the blue, white and blue combination. And they'll be led today by Jason Holt, who wanders into the middle. Robin Shanklin just waving to the crowd. And St Johnstone break off to our left-hand side. Hearts have made 4 changes from the side that drew in midweek. Spittle, Boateng, Forrester and Drama all in. Hunkett, Forrest, Nanda and Tate drop onto the bench. St Johnstone, I watched that game last week. They played really well at times, but they lost in the end to submit a late penalty kick given away by Holt. Lewis Nielsen, well, he plays for Hearts, he's on loan at St Johnstone, can't take part today. No Nicky Clark, we've asked Simo Valicari and we've asked the press officer, and no comment. We got back Matt Smith. I don't think it's anything nefarious, they just didn't answer us. Andre Raymond, Aaron Essel and Sven Sprangler all coming in. Well, Tynecastle is a great place to come and work, it's a great place to come and play, but for the Hearts fans today, Alan Preston, it's a great place to come and watch, but if things go wrong, they'll tell the team pretty quickly.
They will, and it's there's clearly a statement made by the Gorgie Ultras. There's no one there, they've not turned up. So whether they're going to come in later on or they just decided today not to turn up for the game, I don't know. But
one little lad sat in the area of the Ultras as we're underway, and he's just been hooked by the stewards.
Not literally.
No. Underway at Tynecastle, big game. All the action, of course, live here on BBC Radio Scotland. St Johnstone from left to right. Sidibe goes up against Kai Rolls. Kai Rolls trying to defend him into the corner. Scoops him just out of play. The ball was left in and Rolls comes and gathers. Devlin on the inside. Uyogoki playing at centre half. Hearts really stuck for centre half at the moment as the ball gets launched long. It'll come all the way through to Josh Ray. Ray bowls the ball out. And Jack Sanders returns it to his goalkeeper. And the moment Hearts have started with Spittle on one side, Drama on the other. Shanklin played in behind Wilson.
Paul, what I will say is Hearts' best player has been Penrice. And it's going to be an interesting afternoon because St Johnstone basically line up as a 4. Dre Wright's going to play virtually against him to try and stop him from going forward.
He's had such a good season. Dre Wright's just involved. He puts Penrice down. Penrice falls on the ball. St Johnstone get the throw. Referee John Beaton won't allow the throw to be taken because it's with the wrong ball. And Callum Davidson also alongside me. It looks like St Johnstone are being adventurous.
Yeah, I think he's answered the question already. Simo, what is he going to do? When they're trying to build play, they're actually going 4 against 4 at the back. So I imagine the ball will go forward quite quickly and quite early and put Hearts defenders under pressure.
Holt picks up. Debate just outside the area. Penrice trying to roll the ball out of play. The flag now goes up. Alan, I did laugh when Simo Valicari's interview with Brian talked about the beautiful atmosphere at Tynecastle. He obviously wasn't here on Thursday night.
No, but listen, it can be a brilliant place when the home clubs fly in and they're doing well, but it's very difficult when they're not, as they're doing just now.
Craig Gordon will take the ball from the offside free kick. It's just a yard outside the box on the left-hand side. Gordon sends it forward. Sprangler gets there. Shanklin should a little nudge in the back. Trey Wright with a head flick forward. Cammy Devlin brings it down, chips it forward towards Wilson. Picked up Mikulic onto Sanders. Lovely touch and turn. Plays it inside onto Holt. And Hearts though gather. Wilson sends it on to Shanklin. Shanklin shaping to shoot. Last season he would have done. He plays it to Forrester. Tries the effort. Angle of the box, 18 yards. Drags it wide.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. Last year Shanklin would have hit that. But he waits on Forrester come in. I don't know if it's a shot or a cross. Maybe a bit of both. Does the right thing. Goes across the goal. Just no one there to put the ball in the back of the net.
Last year Shanklin would have hit that early. He would have taken a couple of touches and just smashed in bottom corner. That's just a wee bit of confidence there. But it's also St Johnstone actually try to play out from the back. And then actually they lose the ball in a really poor area and allow Hearts to get that little opportunity.
That's what you'll see, Callum, with St Johnstone. To be fair to them, they try and play, they want to start the game at the back, and they're up on players all the time.
Penrice, a lovely touch and turn, but as soon as he gets past Wright, Holt was there, but he got past him as well. Shanklin plays it through, Wilson comes in, Ray's come out, he can't make the the tackle, the ball is wide, Wilson falls over as he gets it away. There's a challenge coming late from Musadrama, and he'll concede the free kick inside the 6-yard box. Wilson was just forced out to the side. Ray withdrew from the challenge, because if he touched him, he was off.
Yeah, that was a great bit of play by Hearts. Shanklin just drops in the pocket, and he just plays one round the corner first time for Wilson. I was wondering if he actually could have played it first time and just taken the shot. He's gone round the keeper and then just lost his balance. But again, it's that high line from St Johnstone. Again, there's lots of space. There's going to be lots of space in this game already. We've had a couple of chances, but it's a great start from Hearts.
This is not going to end 0-0. I'm telling you now.
Last 18 meetings of these sides have had goals. Well, it was always a first time for something, but I'm with the boys at the moment as them gets played forward over the halfway line, picked up by Kairos onto Boateng slides it forward over the halfway line onto Shanklin. Shanklin drifts out to the left hand side, lays it off to Spittle with a brilliant ball into Penrice. Inside the box he goes, there's the cut back, he finds Sven Sprangler and just lifted away. Aaron Essel gives it away onto the halfway line onto Kairos. And the ball gets played out onto Boateng onto Shanklin. Shanklin lays the ball off. Cammy Devlin is in there, flicks it back. Kirk goes after it, loses out to Ugoki. Devlin flicks it over the halfway line. Shanklin onto Drama with a flick back looking for Shanklin. Raymond tries to get there. Shanklin, it breaks off him. He's not sure where the ball is. Might spin back his way. It's done so, and he gathered might have been offside as the ball gets played back onto Devlin. Devlin now midway inside his opponent's half, out by the byline. Ball gets played all the way back inside the Hearts half. Kai Rose is there. Rose plays the ball out onto Penrice. Left hand side, jab forward to Spittle. Spittle gives the ball away. Sidibe will gather and plays it back onto Essel. Essel plays it into Strangler. Immediately closed down and taken down by Cammy Devlin.
That's a shock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Water his weight, Cammy Devlin. Concedes a foul.
Yeah, I think there's lots of space at the moment. There's lots of space for Shanklin. Shanklin's actually got the ball 4 or 5 times already in behind St Johnstone's two midfield. Because they're so high, St Johnstone's front four, there's so much room for the two midfielders to cover. And that's one area I think Hearts, if they can exploit that, Shanklin's got the ability then to play others and get others involved in the game.
St Johnstone to play the ball through. Iagoki had to try and take it away from Kirk inside the area. He's drifted outside, plays it off Sidibe, and it is going to be a goal kick to Hearts. Lawrence Shanklin, 3 goals so far this term, down 75% on what he'd achieved after 23 games last season. 12 goals at this point in the season, down to 3. He's not the only player that's seen a big drop off. James Tavernier of Rangers had his best goal scoring season last term, and he's also seen a huge drop off, but then again he is a fullback and Shanklin Hearts do rely upon.
Yeah, you know, could he sustain that? Very difficult, Paul. 2 brilliant seasons for them. But I like where he is, playing just off with Wilson. Wilson's the one that'll run to the corner. He's got a bit of pace. Wilson does well. Penrice tends to look up and find him. And Shanklin's a clever one that'll roll other people in when the ball's played to him.
It's the right partnership for Shanklin. That's probably his best position. If you're going to ask him where he'd preferably play, it's in that little 10 role there. You can see, he can link the game.
Wilson links with him. Shanklin plays it out wide onto Spittle. 25 yards from goal, plays it into Shanklin. Shanklin lays it off, Penrice on the angle, and Essel steps across him and makes sure the ball goes out of play. Made sure that James Penrice couldn't get a shot away. It's a goal kick.
A good defending by Essel, but lovely play by Hearts into the midfield. Up to Wilson, back to Shanklin, out left to Spittle, and Penrice again, the willing runner, trying to get to the byline, but good defending.
So Johnstone, actually, they're going to have to solve this little problem, because it's Shanklin, he's causing them all sorts of problems. They're actually going to concede if they don't do something about it. They've just gone man for man, really everywhere in the back line when they're actually pressing. If Hearts actually play some good football and intelligent football and bounce passes, they're going to create gaps. So there's something they're going to have to try and solve that a little bit.
Do you think Sprangler would drop off, try and get into his area?
Yeah, you just leave Boateng a little bit and just get one of your strikers just to drop in and give you a little bit of a help. It's so important, especially start the games. I think you can tell by the crowd and you can tell by Hearts' performance that they've started really well. The crowd are getting a wee lift, they're starting to enjoy it. They're getting into the St Johnstone box really easy.
Opportunity for St Johnstone to build. Sanders to Essel, Dre right, drop short, back onto Sanders. Sanders inside his area, plays it out wide to Essel, closed down by Spittle, sends it up towards the halfway line. Sidibe will gather, a little flick ball onto Holt, gets it back again and runs towards the halfway line. That's a misplaced pass. Drama was on the inside, gathered. Devlin rode the challenge of Sprangler, dropped it off to Boateng, back onto Kai Rolls. Rolls sends it out Ugoki. And Forrester on that far side. Gathers, slides the ball down. Drama is away from Andre Raymond. Raymond with the recovery, and it is going to be a corner kick. He got across. The Hearts right winger at the moment beautifully made the tackle, send it behind. Corner kick to Hearts.
A good play again from Hearts, but once again Shankland's in that area. He's just dropping off, and Sanders doesn't know whether to go with him. He should be shouting on Sprangler to come back and pick him up. A good play by Musa Drama on the right hand side. Good run beyond, but lovely tackle by Raymond.
Yeah, he had to time it really well. He just got caught wrong side. He managed to recover with a really good tackle.
So corner kick to Hearts from the right hand side in front of the St Johnstone fans who've sold out their allocation here at Tynecastle to cheer on their side. Penrice, left footed, plays the ball in, headed away. Sanders watches McCulloch, got that ball away, drops down to Boateng to Spittle, great ball into the middle, turned away again. McCulloch, Essel at the edge of the 6-yard box, takes the touch, spins it away, only as far as Blair. Spittle closed down by Sidibe, and again McCulloch can get the ball away up towards the halfway line. No St Johnstone player there, but this decisive defending, Callum.
Yeah, good defending, it has to be. I think some good quality balls come in the box there, good corner. I think with Spittle then puts it in again. So yeah, again, it's at the moment it's all Hearts. They're dominating the game. They're controlling it, getting into St Johnstone's final third really easily.
Craig Gordon in goal for Hearts. It's Forrester, Ugoki, Rose and Penrice, Boateng and Devlin, with Drama and Spittle, the wide players. Shankland in behind James Wilson. Hearts have the ball at the edge of their own box. 0-0 here, nearly 10 minutes played, waiting for the breakthrough. Craig Gordon has it. Gordon.
There's a huge gap in the middle of the pitch. You know, four St Johnstone midfielders, Wright, Holt, Sprangler and Kimpioki are so high. If Hearts actually manage to just bounce a pass and go round the corner, St Johnstone's back forward really easily.
Sanders is under pressure from Wilson, went down, held him off, played the ball away down the side, flicked on by Jason Holt, the former Hearts player. It's gathered by Penrice in his first season at Tynecastle, doing well, gets away from Dre Wright onto Spittle, first time into the middle, and knocked away by Raymond. Boateng at the edge of the box, not a real big goal threat, couldn't bring it under control. Kimpioka does well on that left hand side, gathers, it's under a little bit of pressure, rides the initial tackle, and then a poor challenge in the end. Forrester goes back to right back, free kick given.
And that's what you want from one of your wide players to come back. Kimpioka there, good strength he shows, holds off Forrester, wins the tackle, and just takes his sting out of that Hearts attack.
Moving forward, St Johnstone on the halfway line. St Johnstone gathers, going the wrong way was Raymond, under pressure from Shankland. The Drama, the ball runs out of play to the Hearts technical. Sprangler gathers, and all the way back. Interesting, Alan Dre Wright. I mean, he was at full back last week, he's further up this week.
Yeah, he's played left back, played right back, middle of the park, as a winger. He's very versatile, really good player, Dre Wright.
Yeah, I worked with Dre. One of those players that you could trust anywhere on the pitch. Understands the game of football. Probably his best position probably is on the right hand side of midfield, but it's great for a manager to have that can slot in and play any positions.
Jason Holt goes down, he will get the free kick for St Johnstone. John Beaton hoping for a quiet afternoon after last week.
Hoping his VAR men will help him better.
Well, I actually thought John Beaton had a very good game last week.
Excellent.
So the opportunity for Holt to swing the ball in, everybody lined up on the edge of the 18-yard box. Holt swings it in, easy header away by Forrester. Raymond pulls the ball back onto Wright. Wright sends it back to the left-hand side. Raymond has a little look, a step away from Devlin, cuts inside. Sprangler is there, tries to leap past Devlin. Good ball out wide. Kimpioka lingered on that left-hand side. There's a step over, another one. Three Hearts players round him. He tries to break to the edge of the area, has been pushed away. Back out to Sprangler. Sprangler onto Raymond. Raymond against Drama. Drama did well, made the tackle. Raymond goes back though, stops the ball from going out of play. Sprangler pulls the ball back. McCulloch onto Sanders. Sanders plays the ball through onto Holt. Good little passage of play, Callum, from the visiting team.
Yeah, definitely. Just Kimpioka actually holds on to the ball. It allows the St Johnstone players to go a bit higher. Hearts have to retreat from it. So again, it's that this is going to be key for St Johnstone. Can they keep the ball in these areas within now?
Lovely ball inside to Kimpioka. Lays it off to Sprangler. Sprangler back to Dre Wright. He pushes it out to the right hand side. Essel plays the ball in. Miyagoki tries to get the header away, and Hearts somehow clear up towards Sanders. Sanders gets away with Wilson. But Hearts will get the second ball as it comes through. Shanklin can't gather. Sanders goes in again, launched high, drifting down. Kai Rolls goes after it, brings it down. Craig Gordon was a possibility, but he was closed down by Mackenzie Kirk. And Jason Holt sends James Penrice down. Penrice really quite appreciated that, Alan.
Yeah, it was good play by Kai Rose and into Penrice. It's a good foul actually by Jason Holt, because Penrice had turned him and he was almost away.
Ball played wide by Hearts. No goals so far, no goals in our match earlier on today. Dundee United and Celtic 0-0. If you're looking for the rugby, that's on BBC Radio Scotland 810 medium wave. It's on Sounds and online. Stuart McFarlane leading the team for Glasgow Warriors against Edinburgh Rugby from Hampden Park. Penrice plays the ball forward. Kept his eye on it well there. Sanders played it out to Holt. Holt will gather and play it back to the edge of his own area. And then Shankland comes to start closing down, so too Spittle. And might come back to Shankland as well. Lays the ball back for Devlin. Devlin out wide onto Spittle. Works the 1-2. Devlin, ball on his right foot, not a real goal fit. Spangler took him down. And he makes a second tackle, then it goes off Boateng. The Hearts fans wanted the free kick. Referee allowed play to continue.
That's a foul.
I thought it was a good tackle. I thought it was a great tackle, to be honest.
You would.
Alan Preston, formerly of Heart of Midlothian. Callum Davidson, formerly of St Johnstone.
Yeah, I thought it was a good sliding tackle there. I thought he was taking the ball in the person. There wasn't a bad tackle. Just in the area, I thought if Hearts actually a little bit quicker when they're in that final third, there's going to be chances.
Sprangler, real good player in that middle of the midfield as Penrice brings it forward for Hearts. Infield on to Shanklin. Too much of a touch, allowed Sanders to play the ball away straight back to Boateng on the halfway line. On to Devlin. Devlin out wide onto Forrester. The pass everybody at Tynecastle wanted. Into the middle. It goes the header! James Penrice, absolute bull of a header from the edge of the 6-yard box. Sends it past Josh Ray. What a header from James Penrice. Hearts take the lead. Hearts 1, St Johnstone 0.
What is he doing in there? It's a brilliant goal. What a wonderful header by Penrice. Player of the year for Hearts, and rightly so. But a great ball in by Forrester as well. It's a naughty one out to him, chipped out by Devlin to him. It's bouncing, he hits it in first time. And the header from Penrice gives the keeper absolutely no chance. It's been a really good start from Hearts, a really good opening, and they deserve to be ahead.
Yeah, definitely. St Johnstone would really disappointed. It's actually, they have a chance to win the ball back. Shannon gives it away, and then basically just don't track the runner. As simple as that. I think the right back, I think it's I'm not sure if it's Dre or if it's Essel that doesn't get back in and cover defenders. A fantastic run. He gambles. You know, sometimes you need that wee bit of luck gamble, but St Johnstone was really disappointed to see the goal like that.
Are you checking for something?
Well, they'll always check.
Offside, I think.
Offside check is complete, I think, or no, it's still ongoing. It's his birthday today, James Penrice. That's his first Hearts goal. All is good. He has scored, and Hearts lead St Johnstone by 1-0. And that will settle the fans down as much as anybody else, Alan.
It will, and it'll give the fans a right lift.
St Johnstone look to reply. Mackenzie Kirk hooks the ball into the middle. The simple header, Sidibe all the way back onto Craig Gordon. Really not much of a threat from the header. Interesting now, Callum, for St Johnstone. They don't want to change the way they're playing. They just got undone.
Yeah, I think so. We did say, though, there was too many opportunities for Hearts to put it in the box. They are pressing really high. They are going man for man. And then when somebody doesn't pick a runner, there's nobody else there spare.
Here comes St Johnstone. Sidibe's got away from Kai Rolls. He's gone down in the edge of the area. John Baton has a look at it. Sidibe, I think, overplayed it. VAR will have a look, and Boateng will bring it away. He gets himself back up quickly. Hearts over the halfway line. Raymond has it. Raymond gathers. Little chip ball, and it's Forrester who blocks him, and the ball is out of play. Referee holds his hand up for a moment just to see. What do you make of that one?
Not for me.
It didn't look like it. It looked like they were obviously Rolls just got slightly on the wrong side. That's the only kind of doubt, and he's just trying to kick the ball. Whether he's got the ball first or he's got Sidibe first, I'm not quite sure. He's just slightly on the wrong side, Rolls. It'll be an interesting one what comes back with VAR.
Nah, we don't know what's.
Check complete, and we will be able to continue. Well, St Johnstone, I don't think they're overly disappointed. I think they realised what was coming on that occasion.
I keep saying it, Paul. If you look at the reaction of the player that potentially been fouled. He just lay on the ground there, said he wasn't really claiming as such.
Yeah, you're right, Alan. I think not often you're right, but
we'll get that clipped up. You can use it as your ringtone, Alan. Ball gets played forward over the halfway line. Wilson out-muscled by Sanders. Hearts leading by 1-0. James Penrice, Hearts number 29 as he turns 26 today, hits the back of the net with a header. The most unlikely goal scorer in a most unlikely position.
And you get taught as well as a fullback, when one's forward, the other one sits in, covers. No Hearts, Forrester's whapping it in and Penrice is heading it at the back of the net.
Didn't score for Livingston last season, so it has been a while as Shanklin comes forward, bowls over Essel just at the edge of the area. Essel caught the ball as he went down. John Beaton very calmly across toward the free kick.
I'm fascinated by the game. I think both teams are just basically going for it. They both are going to try and attack. Hearts have obviously got the upper hand just now. St Johnstone will always pose a threat because basically they're leaving 4 up. Hearts are kind of leaving 4 up as well, so it's there's a lot of work for the 4 actually midfielders, the 2 from St Johnstone and 2 from Hearts to cover. The ground they've got to cover is incredible, but it's a really open game, and hopefully there will be more goals in it.
Alan, I think we did, was it Dundee against St Johnstone, when neither team wanted to throw a punch? This is the complete opposite.
Exactly, up to Dens, Paul. It was a really poor game that afternoon, but today it's both of them are going for it.
St Johnstone were winning the last 3. The last one 1-0 against Kilmarnock on the 23rd of November. It was Mackenzie Kirk with a goal. He's in fine goal scoring form. Can St Johnstone find a way to get him the ball? Forrester holding up Kimpeoka has to go back. Mikulic into Sanders. Sanders will play it out wide to this right hand side, and then Essel will get booed for the fact he got bowled over by Lorden Shanklin. Sliding challenge by Devlin. Plays it off Essel. Hearts of a throw. Penrice immediately romps down the wing, but the ball's thrown in onto Shanklin. Shanklin then misses out as he draws his head to allow the ball to go to Boateng. St Johnstone on the ropes here. Here's Forrester looking for another cross into the middle. It comes in. Oh, it's almost put in his own net by Mikulic, and somehow Josh Ray made the save. That's one of the saves of the season.
Incredible save from Josh Ray there. I think it's again far too open from St Johnstone. He can switch. Hearts managed to switch play really easily. It's deflected off his shin, and the reactions are fantastic. They've kept the scoreline. Josh Ray's kept the scoreline 1-0.
Corner for Hearts to come from the right hand side. John Beaton just holding play up for a moment. There's another ball on the field. So Hearts fans find their voices for the first time this afternoon. St Johnstone fans, I mentioned it here, in good number. The corner swung in, and that came off Sidibé. And it is going to be another corner to Hearts. Blair Spittle will come out to take this one from the left-hand side.
Just to go back to that save from Ray, he knows nothing about it, I think, but what a piece of reaction. He's got his hands up. It's point blank. It's right against him.
Yeah, that is pure reaction stuff. It's brilliant to watch. Now the opportunity for Hearts to add another. Ball comes in. Good header away. Sidibé. And it comes back out to Spittle. Spittle with a reverse ball onto Devlin with a back heel. Back onto Spittle. Spittle winds up, puts the ball in the middle. Sprangler heads the ball away. And Sidibé goes into Forrester. Forrester then gets the header in. And St Johnstone will gather and play the ball through. And Kai Rolls simply nods the head, plays the ball back to Craig Gordon, all in white. Craig Gordon just says, calm things down, as he bowls the ball out wide to Daniel Oyegoke on that far side. 21st appearance for Hearts today. Ball dropped in to Boateng. Boateng's being closed down, but he heard the shout from Cammy Devlin and moved the ball to Kai Rolls. Oyegoke gathers once more, plays it out wide, looking for Mr. Drama holds on the halfway line, takes a little touch and holds on and brings the ball out to Kai Rolls. Kai Rolls on to Penrice. Penrice down the left-hand line it goes. Spittle is there. Spittle takes a touch, has the ball on the right foot, turns, tries to get over the head of Jason Holt. Holt stretches well, but the ball is won by Wilson on the inside onto Devlin. Shanklin's all alone on that right-hand side, controls it and then allows the ball to fall to Forrester, then plays him back in. Little 1-2 from Forrester. Ball played across too hard and too high, and Wilson couldn't get there. The Hearts couldn't keep it in, but they are flowing at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing well. Shanklin's in the thick of it as well, which is good. Young Wilson there. Yeah. Forrester to the byline, he's unlucky. He just tries to clip it to the back post. There's no one there. If he pulls it back, he's got willing runners coming in the box.
I think St Johnstone moment are really struggling down their left, St Johnstone's left-hand side. The young lad Forrester, I think there's good movement. Shanklin's dropping the space in front of them. and basically they're not defending crosses, they're allowing them runners in behind. It's probably Hearts' sort of main area of attack.
Benji Kimbog is a great striker. He's playing wide on the left. He's not really offering too much help for Andre Raymond at the moment.
Nope.
Here's Sidibe, he's won the ball, he's driving into the area, he's got Dre right in the middle. Yagoki makes the block and Hearts get it away through Kai Rolls. Kai Rolls plays it to the one part of Tynecastle that didn't have any Hearts players there. Kimpioka gathers from Raymond, sliding in again, goes Drama, breaks to Boateng. Boateng now plays the ball out onto Spittle. Hearts trying to hit on the break. Spittle, what a great ball forward onto Wilson. Turns, opens it up onto Shanklin. Shanklin takes it down on his chest, 30 yards from goal. Rides the challenge, plays it out to Penrice. 20 yards from goal, ball into the middle. Mikulic gets the ball away. Shanklin scored in every match against St Johnstone last season. Was blanked in the game earlier on this term. St Johnstone trailing Hearts by 1-0 at Tynecastle Park. 24 minutes played. Hearts have the ball inside their own half, now played over the halfway line to Forrester. Forrester drops it to Boateng, back on to Forrester. He plays the ball all the way back to Yagoki. Yagoki from one centre half to the other. Kai Rolls is there, plays up to the halfway line. Spittle plays it back to Devlin. Devlin back to Boateng. Hearts just retaining possession, looking for the cracks to appear in the St Johnstone rearguard. They'll play it down that right-hand side. Inside by Forrester. Wilson tried to get there. Sanders immediately made the tackle, but Wilson picks up again. Wilson tried to send it out wide. Dre Wright read it, then got robbed again as he stopped with the ball. Now it's Penrice calling for it, but it's been played by Spittle onto Wilson. Back onto Spittle. Spindle this time onto Penrice. Again was calling for it. Crossed into the middle. Shanklin with a header. Goalkeeper makes the save. Not a great deal of power in the head, and he had to twist and add the power, but Josh Ray made the save.
Yeah, fantastic football by Hearts. You can see the confidence just sort of come back into the team. There a lot of really good one-touch football. They're moving the ball really quickly. Young James Wilson, obviously his movement's been really good. And another good ball in the box by Penrice, and again it was a hard one for Shanklin because he was kind of going back the way, but again you can see the patterns of play Hearts are trying to do, and I think if they keep doing that it's going to work. I said before, I think St John's going to have to figure something out to try and stop that flow.
Aaron Issel plays it towards the halfway line onto Mackenzie Cook. Alan, just about Sidibe's chance, he got into the box well, just didn't really pick out anybody.
That's probably the over-abiding thing about Sidibe. It's his final pass, his final cross, his final decision. He's got lightning pace. He was in acres of space here. He had Dre right in the middle, and he actually had Kimpioka at the back. He picks his head up, and he doesn't get it. Doesn't pick his head up, just flashes it across. It was easy for Hearts to nullify out.
Yeah, that's one thing he probably has to work on in his game. I think he gets a lot of good positions, and he just doesn't pick that little bit of quality. He's got pace, he's got power. It's just that decision making. Looks like St Johnstone's have actually changed
a bit.
Yeah, I think they've gone a diamond. I think Kimpioka's gone in behind Sidibe and Kirk. I think they've gone a 3 in midfield. Jason Holt, Spangler and Dre Wright as the 3.
So St Johnstone making that change. Simo Valicari as the ball gets launched forward towards Mackenzie Kirk. Kairo's happy to see that run out of play. No real threat on Craig Gordon's goal thus far. Hearts 1, St Johnstone 0, 26 minutes gone. Penrice has the ball, plays it forward onto Spittle. Essel closes him down. Ball by the touchline. Comes out onto Wilson. Wilson knocks it down onto Shanklin. Shanklin gathers. Shanklin looking to see what his options are. Short little pass onto Penrice. Works the little 1-2. And it's going to work with Spittle back to Penrice. Ball into the middle. Sanders gets it away. Only as far as Lawrence Shanklin. Shanklin trying to drive his way through. Essel got his body in really well to make the challenge. And it's away. And St Johnstone will gather. Here's Kimpioka. Might be a lot happier playing just behind the front two in the middle. Did he take down Cammy Devlin? He did do so. And it's a free kick to Hearts.
And that's what Devlin's good at. You know, just getting the ball back, winning it, giving it to people that can pass it. He's not the best passer of the ball, Cammy Devlin, but you will never fault his industry. Never.
Opportunity now for Blair Spittle to send the ball into the middle. St Johnstone 1 down. Won only 6 of the last 29 games away from home in the Scottish Premiership. They'll have to try and come from behind today. It's something they did at Dundee earlier this season. As the ball gets played in by Spittle, good solid header away. Kulich read that, comes out wide again to Penrice. Penrice tried to jab the ball through to Wilson, almost got it back, he's done so. Kimpioka is in there, up at the edge of his own penalty area, plays it out wide onto Holt. And St Johnstone not want to thump it clear, and Hearts have won it again. Little 1-2. Spittle tries to drive through. He's going to get the better of Holt. Now, I thought so for a moment or two, then Holt just moved his body well, gathered, but again drove the ball only as far as Cammy Devlin. It comes to the centre circle from Boateng. Boateng will gather, played out wide. Forrester into the middle. Aaron Essel got the ball away. Kimpioka watches, tries to get the header, gets it back onto Dre right. Cammy Devlin is in there. Devlin wins the ball for Hearts, with the ball not kept in by James Penrice. St Johnstone don't want to sacrifice things, Alan. You know, they just want to play out from the back.
No, but I think Penrice is struggling a little bit here. He's taking a knock there in that last attack. I've just seen him lifting his hand there to gesture over to the bench. I think he's struggling a little bit. That would be the worst possible news. He's stretching his left hamstring by the looks of it.
It's never good when that happens, is it?
They've got no other left back option with Kingsley being out.
Yeah, I was just looking all the way down, and no, they don't really have anybody to be a natural fit.
It would be Halkett on and Rose to left back.
Yep, which again is not really a natural fit. He will play there if he has to. And then you would have a centre half at full-back, and you've got a full-back at centre half on the other side, as the ball gets played back onto Craig Gordon.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Toiling.
Yeah, I think he's done. I think you know your hamstring as well. You can't really shake You can shake a knock off if it's a kick or someone knocks somewhere, but definitely not a hamstring.
Here's Boateng. Of course, a hamstring with the Christmas period coming up. Hearts have got Hibs here on Boxing Day. That will concern. Penrice is shouting for the ball.
There's Cammy Devlin there. Look, that sums Cammy Devlin up.
Wins the ball and just plays it.
Time when he's got time on the ball, it's not good. He's just kicked that needlessly out the park there.
Penrice.
Maybe it's something St Johnstone should do then. They should actually try and target that, Alan. You've maybe give him a wee.
Honestly, I would leave him on the ball. He'll win it back. There we go. He'll win it back, as he does.
He's done so. Mikulic brings it forward. Sprangler flicks it out wide onto Mackenzie Kirk. Mackenzie Kirk tries to get over the head of Penrice. Penrice. Oh, there's a little thumbs up there from Penrice towards the dugout.
Yeah, he's moving quite well. I used to do hamstring a lot, and I knew straight away that I was done. So he looks like he's shaking off. It must have been a knock or a knee in the back of back of his knee or lower hamstring that's caused a wee sort of aggravation, but he looks okay.
We'll see if he
We'll keep an eye
kicks
on
one
him.
down the line.
Long ball from Craig Gordon up towards the halfway line. Comes down to Penrice. Now he does play it. Watching as he's played that long ball, there's no wincing, so he looks fine. Sanders will try and gather. He's under pressure from Wilson. He's down by the corner flag, and Wilson knocks it out of play. It's a throw-in to St Johnstone, who trail here at Tynecastle. Half an hour played. 1-0 the home side lead. James Penrice, the goal scorer, on his 26th birthday. And St Johnstone now through Aaron Essel will try and get the throw. Lost their way a little bit, St Johnstone, trying to find a way forward. They're 4 points worse off after 17 games than they were last season. As the ball gets thrown in, Kimpioka can't gather it. Breaks down onto Dre Wright, scoops it up high towards the halfway line. It was well won by Sidibe, but Kimpioka can't link up, and Hearts will send the ball forward. Sanders high into the air. The two 14s come together, and it breaks the way of Boateng. Boateng out wide again to Forrester. He's got so much room on that right-hand side. Down the right-hand side it goes. Musa Drama. Forrester calling back for it, but Drama plays the ball into the middle. Mikulic will get the header away. Boateng then flicks it out wide. A header back in by Forrester. Two St Johnstone players there. And Kimpioka will gather. Lays it off onto Dre Wright. Kimpioka wanted it back. He's got it back. He gets past the referee and plays the ball out wide. Sidibe. He's got Kirk in the middle. Sidibe going. Plays it in the middle. Kirk with a header. Doesn't quite get it. It's going to come out for a throw. He had to fling himself at that and just couldn't make proper contact.
Yeah, that was where their system obviously come into fruition there. I think Sirius make a great run down the left-hand side, but same as the one previous. I think if he just rolls along the floor, I think Kirk's got a nice side foot from about 12 yards out. He's smashed it across the goal, and Kirk can't really do anything with it.
I don't think once he picked his head up there to see who was in the middle or where Kirk was. I think he's just hit it in.
I thought Kirk did well to get anywhere near it as the ball comes out wide. Hearts leading by 1-0. Penrice keeps the ball in, almost runs into Dre Wright, but gathers and pulls it out onto Blair Spittle, midway inside his opponent's half. Spittle gets his head up. There's light-coloured boots, plays the ball back to Boateng. Boateng back to Kai Rolls. Rolls onto Oyegoki, closed down by Sidibe, so played out wide onto Forrester. Forrester on that far side, 12th appearance for Hearts, all coming this season. Gathered and played it back out wide onto Penrice. Penrice has a little look, plays it back into Boateng. Boateng jabs it forward to Spittal, and again Hearts happy enough to go backwards if they have to, and Oyegoki will gather. Shuffles the ball onto Kai Rolls under pressure from Mackenzie Kirksey. Here's Penrice on the left-hand side. Hearts inside their own half. He pushed back towards their own box. Kai Rolls almost let that away from him. Plays it back onto Craig Gordon. Sends it forward. Jack Sanders strong with a header. Kimpioka just brushes away Cammy Devlin, and that's a free kick.
Yeah, a little bit better from St Johnstone. I think the shape, they've sort of worked a little bit. I think it's really hard now for Dre Wright and Jason Holt are putting it outside the diamond. I think if Hearts can get the ball out to the full-backs and drive, spaces will open up again. But I think if Hearts play slow build-up, they'll allow the two sort of St Johnstone men to get there, and it's really important Sidibe and Kirk play a little bit wider and try and help the two outside of the diamond.
I tell you now, a Spittle comes short with Essel, Hearts will get joy with Wilson going on the outside of Sanders. And Penrice is the one to play that. He'll play it down for him. If he makes his run, times his run well, they'll get in there all day, because Essel goes right down tight with Spittle.
Yeah, I think the joy Hearts got is the first 10-15 minutes. His ball's in behind anyway. His ball's forward early, because again it put him under pressure, and I think you're right. I think Essel will go all the way with Spittle, and there'll be a big gap down the side.
1-0 to Hearts. St Johnstone haven't led against Hearts since August of 2022 when Graham Carey opened the scoring. As the throw will come in, today's goal came from James Penrice for Hearts, and that's the difference so far, with just under 10 to play to half time. Hearts have it through Wilson. Ball runs out of play. Fourth official just trapped the ball and sent the ball away. 18,676 inside Tynecastle. Good crowd, and Hearts try to get things moving. Here's Penrice over the halfway line, left-hand side. Penrice that drops it inside onto Spittle. Spittle back to Penrice. Kirk trying to track him back. Penrice into the middle. Kulich got it away, and Sanders has to head the ball behind. Corner to Hearts.
A brilliant play between Spittle and Penrice. That's been a good combination for Hearts down this left-hand side throughout the season. But good defending by Mikulich, getting himself in the right place. That's where your centre-half has to be. Protect that front post area as it's smashed across by Penrice. He's in the right place.
The opportunity for Hearts from the corner. Plenty of bodies inside the box, as you would expect. Spittle sends it in, it's deep. Shanklin heads the ball back across. Sidibe from inside the 6-yard box, and then a solid head away. Mikulich got it away. Boateng takes a little touch, tries to bring it down. He's under pressure from Raymond, but he'll roll Raymond to the side. He tries to get down that right-hand side, but Raymond just came across, knocked the ball out of play. Boateng did well. Hearts will have a throw, and the opportunity for Adam Forrester to come across and take this.
When they can throw it in the box. So he's got a reasonably long throw in, Forrester.
The Hearts have got two players close by, so it'll be a short one this time. Into Shanklin, back to Forrester. Forrester taken down. Referee gives the free kick. Jason Holt took the young man down.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Hearts two fullbacks, two young men. I know Penrice is a little bit older. Penrice is, I watched him way back when he was at Partick Thistle. I thought he was a real talent then, and it's really now, well, today I've seen it. I've seen a real energy, a real enthusiasm from and the young lad on the other side have been really good. They've been probably Hearts' two main outlets to attack, and I think they need to keep getting the ball out to those two, and they'll definitely hurt St Johnstone.
James Penrice over 100 games, both for Partick Thistle and Livingston. And he's moved further up the chain as the ball gets played into the middle. Trey Wright sent it away first time. Forrester shouts off the attentions, and Spittle will play it away. And round it comes. Here's the opportunity. Boateng's got past Raymond. He's up to the edge of the box, pulls it back to Shanklin. Shanklin lays it back. Chance for Hearts. Goal for Hearts. The offside flag stays down, and James Wilson drills the ball home. That's a terrific move from Hearts. Shanklin at the heart of it, laid it back, and Wilson drilled it past Joshua. Hearts 2, St Johnstone 0.
That's a brilliant goal. Firstly by Boateng, wide on the right, shows good strength, good composure. Plays it into Shanklin, his first time layoff, finds young Wilson, and he's a natural finisher. Instinctive hit back in the net, 2-0, and fully deserved, I've got to say.
Yeah, definitely. I think again, poor from St Johnstone. I think two players have allowed Boateng to go past him down the line. Don't deal with that one. Ball comes in the box, nobody's marking Shankland. Don't go wrong, it's a fantastic layoff from Shankland. I think, again, in that position as that 10, you know, it's really good, but well, there's a check, I think.
Possible offside check.
Yep. So VAR springs into action. So the question is, after these goals, what will happen? James Wilson thinks he's scored for the 4th time as a Hearts player.
I'm just wondering, there's someone in front of the goalkeeper as the hit goes in, who's maybe in an offside position.
I'm just trying to replay it in my mind. I mean, it's certainly not Shankland. So it will be offside for the first pass, I think. So Shankland is being called over. The goal will not count, and Tynecastle's about to find that out. As John Beaton says, offside.
Such a shame for the young lad, scores a goal like that, you know. And
I think it was Wilson that was offside for the initial pass, and then he played it to Boateng.
That's the call. So St Johnstone, well, Hearts will be unhappy at the fact that the goal's been chalked off. They'll be pleased about the play that led to it, but sometimes, Alan Preston, that can actually give the opposition a little bit of a lift.
Yeah, you know, they're still in the game, it's 1-0, but it's a factual offside. Got to get on with it. He's offside, he's offside. Simple as that.
Ball gets played back onto Craig Gordon. Gordon plays the ball out, half-time, 6 minutes away. Hearts leading by 1-0. Long ball played through. Kulic will get the ball back onto Josh Ray. Ray lifts the ball up and sends it with a single bounce onto Penrice. Penrice will play the ball back. Sanders again gets the header. Jack Sanders doing a lot of that kind of work so far today. Drops over the halfway line. Penrice will gather and takes a touch down the left-hand channel. Plays it long, looking for Wilson. Kulic will gather. He's under pressure. Wilson wins the ball. Almost got it to miss a drama on that occasion. Cleared by Andre Raymond. And up with Devlin. Devlin lays the ball to the side. On to Forrester. Inside to Boateng. Boateng will gather. St Johnstone got the first goal in 5 games against Hearts this season. That came in November. They've been struggling against Hearts in recent times. Well, they need to find a way to find a goal. They trail here by 1-0. Here's Sanders. Sanders inside his own area. Has a little look. Plays it out wide. And Essel is there. Essel takes a touch under pressure from Spittle. Sends the ball up towards the halfway line. Sidibe wins the header. Comes down onto Dre Wright. Wright takes a touch, driving towards the halfway line. Lovely touch by Kirk initially, but Boateng read it, but he's given the ball away. Mackenzie Kirk will gather again. Kirk down the side. Sidibe will do well to try and keep that in against Penrice. He's done just that. He's trying to drive now for the byline. He's going to cut back instead onto Aaron Essel. Essel will gather into the middle. Could be a chance there for Dre Wright, who's on the penalty spot. Somehow Hearts smuggle it clear. And Forrester plays the ball out of play. Better Callum Davidson from St Johnstone.
Yeah, definitely. Penrice should deal with it in the bottom corner though, and then he allows it to go back to Essel. A great ball in. Again, a little bit better from St Johnstone. They need to probably get on the ball a little bit more and try and control the game, because at the moment it's just one way. It's one-way traffic with Hearts.
St Johnstone have it inside their own half. Onto Aaron Essel. Essel looks ahead. So last started against Rangers in October. I think it's been 3 subs in the last 9, but he's going to try and get on the end of the ball here. Sidibe plays him in. Instead he goes into Kimpioka in the middle. Kimpioka gets away from Drama. Will play it out wide. He's taken out late. The referee will allow play to continue, and St Johnstone go in there. Andre Raymond sends it across. Kirk was almost in there. It's knocked away. It still comes back for St Johnstone. Holt at the edge of the area, plays it out to right. Kimpioka is slowly getting himself back to his feet. The ball gets played in. Shankland will gather as it ricochets out the area. Cammy Devlin plays away. I think a booking's coming. The referee's going to say hold on a second. And well, Cammy Devlin, if you had Cammy Devlin being booked, A, it's not a surprise, and B, it's just happened.
Yeah, it's a certainty. It takes Kimpioka out. The referee elects to wave play on. I'm not so sure that a play on there is a good advantage.
No, I don't think so.
I would rather have a free kick at the edge of the box.
Yeah, probably 20 yards out, isn't it? Probably 22 yards out. I think for me, again, as a manager, I'll be going nuts on the sideline saying, just give me the free kick.
And yet they nearly got a chance. I mean, that almost evaded Oyegoki and into the path of Mackenzie Kirk.
It did, but Paul, honestly, a free kick at the edge of the box, would rather have that.
St Johnstone throw the ball in. Oyegoki knocks it away. Kimpioka puts Forrester under pressure. It's going to be a throw into St Johnstone, and in the half strongly. 2.5 minutes of the 45 still to go. Well, it's Hearts 1, St Johnstone 0 earlier on today. Dundee United and Celtic stalemate at Tannadice 0-0. Sidibe tries to gather. Hearts though have Boateng there. Boateng gets the ball forward. Shanklin sends it down the side. Wilson's made the run. Sanders comes to that left-hand side to try and stop him advancing. He'll lay the ball off. Musa Drama tried to step inside. Andre Raymond did well to win it. Devlin though nicks the ball away. Forrester out wide on that right-hand side, drills the ball in. Jack Sanders gets the ball away, comes back. Devlin lets it bounce, has to go backwards, flicks it on to Oyegoki. He'll open it up onto Kai Rose on the halfway line. Back to Boateng. Boateng will drift it out wide. Again, Dre Wright goes out to close down Forrester. Forrester plays the ball in the middle. Drama's in there, cuts it back. Josh Ray, the strong foot, turns the ball behind to make sure there's no further damage done. Bar a corner.
Yeah, a great play by Hearts again, using their full backs to their advantage. A great ball by Forrester down the side. Again, Raymond's get caught on the wrong side. That's the second time in the game he's got it, and I think again, if he plays a better ball, Drama, I think it's a great opportunity for Hearts to score there.
Yeah, Shanklin had jumped out for the cutback.
Yeah,
he just picks his head up and pulls it back.
So Hearts with a corner. Penrice goes to take it. There's Spittle is all alone at the edge of the box in the D. There's not a St Johnstone player within 8 yards of him. There's the usual pushing and pulling going on. Referee John Beaton going in.
There's a great path to Spittle. Kimpioka's actually standing in the wrong place.
If everyone goes in that box,
yep,
just pass it along and Spittle's got a shot from 12 yards out.
Well, Spittle has basically got his hands up. Be interesting to see if that's where they'll go. Spittle stays at the edge of the area, the ball sent in, the header away. There is the chance for Spittle, blocked by 3 St Johnstone players, putting their bodies on the line to make sure. But should St Johnstone not have somebody at the edge of the area?
No, it's hard. Sometimes you zone mark and you try and protect the goal, the first contact, then you just got to react quickly to it.
Ball knocked away by Mikulic into the middle. It comes again, and Sanders has to play it behind. Hutch very quickly got the ball back into the area, and Penrice again is in there. Alan Preston causing havoc.
He is left back. He's playing like a centre forward today. It's a wonderful goal so far. Really good performance by him again. But again, this will be on if St Johnstone don't have someone just being aware at the edge of the box. As we see Spittle, we've seen him before and at every club he's been at. He's a great finisher on his right foot.
One additional minute will be played. Absolutely not. He's calling for the ball, but it's whipped in, headed away, and it'll come down onto Spittle. It was Arnesso with a header away. Offside flag has stayed down as Hearts continue driving into the box. Forrester was tugged, but he continues, gets the shot away. The flag stayed down. Josh Ray made the save. We're into stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time. Josh Ray saying, let's just calm things down. He's in no hurry.
I think, same with Valacara, be quite happy to get in 1-0. You know, Hearts could be 2, maybe 3 goals up. Ray's had a really good save. There've been chances for Hearts as well. Far at the other end, St Johnstone haven't really put anything on top of Craig Gordon that's caused them any sorts of concern.
Little half chances for St Johnstone. Probably not good enough on the attacking side. You know, with the players they've got, they probably expect a little bit more going forward. Got to be impressed. I've been really impressed with young James Wilson up front. His movement, his energy, how he links it, how he wants to get in the box. It's been really good to see a young player from Hearts play so well.
Half-time whistle goes at Tynecastle as referee John Beaton brings things to a close. And it's Hearts who lead by 1-0. James Penrice, on his birthday, somehow found himself at the edge of the 6-yard box and bulleted the header in from the cross from Forrester. Half-time at Tynecastle. Hearts 1, St Johnstone 0.
Football from Sports Sound.
Brilliant drop of the shoulder. What a goal!
From BBC Radio Scotland.
There's no substitute.
So Hearts settling the nerves just a little bit right now with what sounds like a fine first half performance. James Penrice with his first goal for the club. That's what separates the sides. They thought they had got a second through young James Wilson, who's had an impressive run in the team, but that was ruled out because of offside. Highlights of this one tonight on Sports Scene, 7:15 on the BBC Scotland channel. You'll also get the best of the action from what was an entertaining goalless draw at Tannadice earlier between Dundee United and Celtic, and the action too from the matches played earlier in the weekend. If you want to hear the rugby, that's currently on Radio Scotland Extra, 810 medium wave and online. Glasgow in the first leg of the 1872 Cup, 21-0 up against Edinburgh. They have gone powering into the lead in that one. So Glasgow at 21, Edinburgh 0. It is, of course, 1-0 for Hearts here against St Johnstone. And it seems like that's a well-deserved advantage, Alan, at half-time for the home side.
Yeah, Richard, I would say so. I think there could be further goals ahead as well. They're unlucky with the one that's offside. Josh Race had an unbelievable save from his own defender from point-blank range, hitting over the bar. And Hearts have deserved to be at least that one, if not 2 goals up. I think their play's been good, their patterns of play have been excellent. Their team shape is confused. Simo Valakari, he's had to change St Johnstone into a diamond. They need more from their front players, Sidibe, Kimpioka and Kirk. They certainly need more from them, because in the middle of the park, Sprangler and Holt were getting a doing for a while. You just couldn't get to grips with what Hearts were doing. But it's been a really good performance from Hearts so far. But half-time, Richard, the points are not in the bag yet, far from it. St Johnstone still 1-0. I feel they're very much in this game. And I'm sure Simo Valakari will be happy to get in 1-0, because they've not played. I've seen St Johnstone this season under Valakari, and they can play a lot better than they have done in that opening 45 minutes.
What do you believe, Callum, that he needs to change at half-time to potentially turn this game in his favour?
Well, he's changed the tactics already. I think he went very adventurous. He went also 4-2-4. Alan's touching it there. I think there was so much space around about Sprangler and Holt. It was really difficult. And then especially down sort of Hearts' right-hand side, I think Kimpioka was obviously playing wide. He wasn't really tracking the runner. Allowing to get easy for Hearts to get into their last third and put crosses in the ball, crossing the box. And I think second half he's got to be a little bit more solid in the back line and with their shape. And then I think he's right. I think he needs more from his front three. They need to hold it up. We haven't really seen Kimpioka. I really enjoy watching Kimpioka play. He's getting the ball. He's trying to maybe do too much. He maybe needs to link it, move again. So again, it's only 1-0. Alan said there's only 1-0, which I'll be delighted with. But I think there's a lot more to come from St Johnstone. I think Hearts have actually played really well, played with a really good tempo. The crowd have got behind them. Hearts have played the ball forward early. They haven't overplayed for me at the back, and they haven't tried to play too many passes at the back. They've got the ball forward early because that's where the space was, and out down the sides. St Johnstone need to stop that supply line, and once they can do that, maybe can frustrate Hearts a little bit. When they get to the final third, they need to pick passes out. They need to be a little bit better when they get there, because it's been too little in this half, and when they get there they need to be a little bit more clinical. They're kind of missing Nicky Clark, who I think is very similar to Shankland. You know, when I watch them both play, they're both brilliant at bringing other people into the game. At the moment, St Johnstone are playing with 3 individuals up front and not really combining.
And from a Hearts point of view then, did you see that just kind of weight off the shoulders almost when they got that early goal through Penrice?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I did. I saw the free play start to flow a little bit. They bounce passes. They link 1-2. Spittle and Penrice down the left-hand side were playing little combinations. Shankland was getting the pocket. He was linking with Wilson. Bounced it back, Devlin. They're going out wide, and that's confidence. That is basic confidence, because the manager doesn't ask them to play any differently. It's just confidence. They've got that goal. There's space to play, and they're probably quite enjoying the game, the Hearts players, and that's probably what St Johnstone have to stop.
It is 1-0
I found it was Richard on Thursday that Spittle didn't play, because him and Penrice down this left-hand side have been a really good combination. And I think Boateng's done well in there with Devlin as well today. When he's played, Young Forrest has been a revelation on that right-hand side. That cross that he puts in for the goal, first time, is a wonderful execution from him. It really was. And he's got forward along with Penrice. That's where Hearts' width will come from. But St Johnstone are not out this yet. They've got danger up front. They just need to piece it together.
At the end of the day, Harlem Midlothian 1, St Johnstone 0. Earlier, of course, Dundee United 0, Celtic 0. In the SWPL, Aberdeen against Partick Thistle was a late postponement. Elsewhere, Glasgow City 7, Dundee United 0, Montrose 1, Queen's Park 0, Motherwell 0, Hearts 0, and Spartans 0, Celtic 5. In the English Premier League, there was a goalless draw between Everton and Chelsea. Deep into stoppage time, it's Fulham 0, Southampton 0, Leicester City 0, Wolves 3, and at Old Trafford, Manchester United 0, Bournemouth 3. Bournemouth up into 5th place in the table. Manchester United are in 13th, having another torrid time this season despite the change in management. So that's you up to date in terms of the scores. A reminder that Sports Scene highlights programme tonight at 7:15 on BBC Scotland, where you'll see all the action from today, from yesterday, and of course from Friday's 1-1 draw between Motherwell and Kilmarnock.
Every goal, every game, every kick of the ball, live. Motherwell versus Kilmarnock.
A great curling cross towards the back post, and Motherwell go in front at Fir Park against Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock looking menacing here, and it's gone in for the equaliser. And it's Liam Polworth. Kilmarnock have their equaliser.
Armstrong grabs him, Casey turns, and he appears to grab him by the throat. I'm not totally convinced it was the throat.
There you go. And he's coming to the monitor.
No, he's stuck with his decision. He thinks it's a red.
Yeah, it's off. Motherwell will finish this match with 10 men.
I didn't think that we played particularly well tonight. I didn't think that we were as creative as what we were on Saturday. I didn't think that we maybe passed the ball in the fashion that we obviously want to try and do so. Maybe didn't show the imagination that I've seen from us so many times over the course of the season. And for that, I always take responsibility.
Well, I thought we were a better team throughout. The old adage about a point on the road and coming from behind and all the rest of it, there's plenty of positives to take, but I actually thought the performance on another day would have won us all 3 points. But
Rangers versus Dundee.
Tierney goes round the goalkeeper and slots it home. The Dundee defence cut wide open, and it's Rangers 1, Dundee 0, just a minute into the second half.
We had the good chances, but you need to score the second goal to kill the belief of the opponent until the last second of the game. That's what we missed today, to score the second, third goal, because we had enough opportunities for that. Defensively, we did a good job as a team also, everybody together, and that's crucial. It's again a clean sheet, 3 points, and looking forward to next game.
Coming to Ibrox, particularly Rangers in the form that they've been in recently, you need to make sure that your defensive organisation is good. We did that, and I thought we were a real match for Rangers, and right to the death there, we're pushing for that equaliser. So I'm proud of that performance for the players, particularly 6 of my starting 11 there were 22 and under.
Aberdeen versus Hibernian.
Oh, chance for Hibs, 1v1, goal! 3-1 Hibs. Boyle again, he's caused mayhem all day.
We have a good start of the game, the fans were here with us and push us, but then of course after the result it's not that good feelings, and also these learning points like how we want to play and how we need to protect each other better and balance the team better, because the opponent today hurt us really, really bad.
Delighted, especially the reaction to going a goal down. Probably got a bit of luck when they hit the post. That was probably a big moment in the game and a bit of a turning point for us as well. But from that moment, I thought controlled the game, created numerous big chances. The game plan, the way we played, the way we set out, worked in the end, and credit to the players for really giving absolute everything today.
Ross County versus St Mirren.
Goal! What a strike! Ross County 1, St Mirren 2. Smith with a drive, 19 yards out, smashed it into the side of the net. The 10 men are ahead.
It's a sore one to concede late and lose the game, but at the same time we take responsibility because St Mirren going down to 10 men, we did not take advantage of that. We didn't deal with the conditions. It's a great free kick that wins it for them, but they probably deserved that overall.
It's testament to the character of the players, the belief that they have in each other, and we grew in belief with 10 men. I believe we should have scored maybe 3 or 4 with better decision making. A lot of drama, a lot of decisions, but a worthy goal to win the game.
Well, Stephen Robinson said a lot of decisions in that game, coming in the wake, of course, of what happened at the Cup final, and the Scottish FA putting out the VAR review programme on YouTube, and Willie Collum speaking very well about the mistakes and how they need to learn from them. I think, well, certainly that Ross County St Mirren game, there would be serious doubts over the sending off of Scott Tanser, but it was a second yellow, so nothing can be done about that. I think both teams should probably have had penalties in that match, but VAR did not intervene. And then, of course, you had the game on Friday night where, well, I mean, Kilmarnock should have had a penalty. Well, I mean, there was, Kilmarnock should have had a penalty, shouldn't they, for Halliday's challenge on Lions. But, the incident that has had everyone just aghast is the sending off of Dan Casey.
Ridiculous, Richard, honest, and that's VAR doing its job, saying to the referee, go and have a look and change your mind, basically. Go and have a look because we think you've got this wrong, and that's what VAR's there for. That is, I honestly could not believe that I was watching, that he's actually thought I was right there. That was a sending off.
So, I mean, so Dan Casey and Daniel Armstrong, there's a little bit of a coming together. I mean, there's nothing really in it. Armstrong kind of pulls at him a wee bit. He grabs his shirt. Yeah. I mean, it's the kind of thing that I can understand in the heat of the moment. The referee thinking, ooh, that's violence. Let's get him off. But when you have the chance to look at it in the cold light of day, how he has come to the conclusion that that's a red card, I think it's left everyone completely baffled, hasn't it?
Well, that's going to be another apology, I'm afraid. And that's the thing, this isn't Willie Collum's fault.
No.
Or on this occasion, VAR's fault. No. This is down to the referee. The referee has made this call twice. He's actually got the chance to see it again and still thinks it is right, which is baffling. And Richard, I'll say it, and I keep saying it, and I keep saying it. Referees know the rules of the game, but they do not know the game of football. They know all the rules, but they don't know the actual game. And I would advocate someone sitting in there in the VAR room at Clydesdale House or wherever they want to have it with an ex-player like a Wally Miller or someone like that to say, are you having a laugh here? That's never in a million years. But this wasn't VAR's problem this time.
No.
This was down to the referee. But they have to be saying to him, come on now.
I think we need help on, you've mentioned it, I call it football incidents that happen on the football pitch. They're just football incidents, and there's no malice and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a football incident, and that's where probably you're right, an ex-player can help and can educate, because obviously I've had a few decisions in my time, but it's just a football incident, and it changes the whole game, and it changes everything about it, and it doesn't affect that game, it affects the next game. The player can't play in the next game. So these things, we also need to help. We all want it better. We want everybody to get better. So I think the more we can do to help them make the right decisions, because we don't want to see it in the game.
No, Ian Maxwell.
Richard, that appeal must have went in at 9:15 on Friday night.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, and Ian Maxwell, I know, was on the programme yesterday, wasn't he? The Scottish FA chief executive. He was talking about avoiding toe curlers. Yeah, there would be these decisions that there is a bit of debate over. There are certain decisions that there should be no debate over. You'd imagine Casey falls into that category. VAR also involved in that game, or not involved in that game up in Dingwall, which I think, well, you heard Stephen Robinson, I think, saying that both teams should have had penalties. So if a manager is actually admitting that his team should have conceded a penalty, I think you can be fairly sure that it should have been awarded. Quite apart from that, in terms of the results, Hibernian for the first time this season, I think, back-to-back wins, and
first
suddenly
time in a
feeling,
year, Richard.
Wow. Well, feeling a little bit different now. Rangers kept up their good run in the league. It's 4 straight wins, 4 straight clean sheets. They've moved up into second place. The win, certainly for St Mirren, that draw at Motherwell. I suppose a lot of people will be looking at Aberdeen right now, Alan, excuse me, and it's 6 without a win. They've tumbled down out of second place, and just as they had the positive momentum for the first few months of the season, there's a real negative slide going on right now, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be disappointing for Jimmy Talleen, but Richard, they've got enough in the bank. Honestly, they're away. They're away in third. They'll finish third, no doubt, and they'll recapture the form that they were showing early on in the season. I think that the shot that goes off the inside of the post, 1-0, I think it is at the time, that could have been pivotal in that game. They could have been 2-1 up again. Instead of going hitting the inside of the post and running along the line and coming out, it goes in, and Aberdeen are 2-1 up. And the first goal is a critical one that Aberdeen have lost. It's really poor defensive mistake. Terrible. He just swipes at the ball, misses it completely. Because Hibs, as far as I know, hadn't created much up until then. But that's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant result for Hibs to go up to Pittodrie and win 3-1. David Gray's men, 2 wins in the trot. I think Nicky Cadden's been a really good addition from him, scored a wonderful goal.
What a strike that was, wasn't it?
Been great.
Yeah, magnificent strike. And of course, we've got the Edinburgh Derby just around the corner. There will be a change for the second half, Brian.
Yeah, one change made by St Johnstone. Andre Raymond, who had a torrid time in the opening 45, he's been replaced by Graham Carey. Match underway here, Richard.
Right.
Dre Wright will be back to his normal.
Okay, well, let's get straight back to Paul Mitchell.
Thanks, Richard. That the change confirmed as St Johnstone and Hearts go head-to-head. At the moment, St Johnstone would find themselves bottom of the table on Christmas Day as the ball gets headed to the side by Wilson. Essel sends it down the side. Hearts are on change. Craig Gordon and goal. Forrester, Oyegoke, Rose and Penrice the goal scorer. Boateng and Devlin with Spittle and Drama either side. Shanklin just in the hole behind James Wilson. Hearts have a throw. Hearts in the maroon jerseys, white shorts, maroon socks. St Johnstone closed down. Strangler did well. And the ball is knocked out of play.
And see, this is the thing. Hearts' threat is down that left-hand side with Penrice. One thing about Carey, he's great on the ball going forward, not so good going back the park. And Penrice will overlap all day.
Yes, again, it's Graham Dolph's a very attacking player, unbelievably talented, great left foot. He can change a game for you. He scored here when I was also manager with a fantastic strike. But again, it's that same thing, it's that threat that they're going to cross from Warriors. Can St Johnstone stem that?
Dre Wright now at left full-back, gathers the ball over the halfway line. St Johnstone, the traditional home colours of the blue jerseys. White shorts with blue trim and blue socks topped off by white. Ball blue inside onto Kimpioka. Kimpioka gathers, plays the ball back. He's got 35% of St Johnstone's goals this season, Kimpioka. He's not really had much chance today.
It's strange seeing him playing wide left. Now he's playing like as a 10 or as a midfielder. You know, I always thought his threat was going in behind. Once he gets in that penalty box, he can chop you. You know, he's really good at chopping in that area. But at the moment, we're not really seeing him higher up. He's actually playing deeper now. He's happy if his ball's coming to feet and is in the middle of the pitch. For me, Kimpioka is the one that goes in behind and then can cause problems from that position.
I think that's where they lose Nicky Clark. Nicky Clark would have been great in there, playing in that off the front row.
Because he'll find them. He'll actually find them. Kimpioka probably is. He's quite an individual player. Kimpioka, when I watch him, he does a lot of things on his own where he needs the ball higher up. He needs somebody like a Nicky Clark to feed those balls into him.
Hearts have won the last 7 matches against St Johnstone. 5 of the 7, though, just by a single goal. They lead by a single goal at the start of the second half, but the ball is out of play. Kyle Rose tumbled it into the main stand. And St Johnstone have a throw. The ball thrown into the area. Great flick on by Sanders and knocked away by Forrester from whence it came. And Aaron Essel will get the chance to throw the ball in again.
Good defending, but if I'm a defender, he's gone with his wrong foot, but he's actually cleared it quite well.
Throw again. Aaron Essel just leans against the advertising board. Now takes the steps forward. Gets the ball into the area. Sanders again tried to win it. And the ball comes down. Graham Carey back to Essel. Essel into the middle. Hearts clear again through Forrester. Spangler couldn't get there. They're breaking behind. Mikulic onto Dre Wright. Right down the middle to Kimpioka. Immediately 3 Hearts players around him. That 3 became a 4, so he smuggled the ball back onto Holt onto Wright. And the ball played away onto Sanders onto Aaron Essel. Essel pulls the ball back once more onto Jack Sanders. Looks ahead, tries to get the pass forward. Kai Rolls read it well. Spangler then wins the header, and Penrice all over his man on the far side. And Graham Carey helped his feet.
Good start to the second half from St Johnstone. Him and Hearts in, they can't get out. Hearts, they've got to be careful they don't defend too deep, allowing St Johnstone to drop into them. Every one of them's back now. This free kick from Carey, as Callum said, he's got a wonderful left foot.
Great delivery of the ball. James Wilson is not back far enough. He will be told to get back. And again, well, that's not 10 yards, that's for sure. As Carey sweeps the ball into the middle. Aaron Essel's in a great position. And I think that might have been a handball. Certainly St Johnstone shouting as the ball came off the head of Essel into the arms of Craig Gordon.
The whole end shouted, that whole St Johnstone.
It was a really strong appeal, wasn't it? It wasn't just a half-hearted appeal, it was a really strong appeal.
Boateng gets the ball on the inside. Hearts at the edge of the area. So Musa Drama trying to get away. Holt will send the ball out of play, and the referee will just say, hang on a second here. Well, Jack Sanders jogs his way over to John Beaton to say, clear handball. John Beaton shrugs his shoulders and said, look, it's not my job, but I think Brian McLaughlin, you've got a monitor. What did you see?
Yeah, I think this will be a penalty. His hand isn't too far out away. It was Penrice, yeah. His hand is up, his left hand is up. The ball certainly hit his left hand and it's deflected through. But I think this will be a penalty kick. I think the ball was certainly coming in. There was no St Johnstone player behind him, but his hand was definitely up.
It's always a hard one, isn't it? Because you're running back. It's hard to run back with your hands by your side. You know, this is where I always have a debate with penalties given too easily.
It's certainly one he's going to look at.
Chris Graham is our VAR. He was the gentleman who sent off the Motherwell player the other night, Dan Casey, for contact to the neck. That was the official explanation, I would imagine, as the ball comes out. And we're still waiting, so VAR Central is reviewing it, but I think this tale might have a happy Christmas ending for St Johnstone. John Beaton is walking towards the monitor, and despite the boos of the Hearts fans, I don't think it's going to make any difference. John Beaton is called over and having a look, so they're just going to have a little conversation. So the ball certainly has hit James Penrice on the elbow, we're being told, and John Beaton is down below the conversation coming in with Chris Graham. They're having that conversation now.
I think it's a little flick from Essel, and it just goes onto Penrice.
It's a hard one.
It's a penalty.
It's a hard one, isn't it? Because the still, I don't like a still, you know.
Yeah. Is it unexpected? The referee draws the TV screen and points to the spot. And St Johnstone have the opportunity here. Well, they've had 4 penalties this season. They're 4 out of 4. Carey, Kimpioka and Clark with 2. And Craig Gordon, who'd gone all the way over to the Hearts technical area, now wanders back. But big moment in the game.
It is. You know what? St Johnstone have started the second half well. They were hemming my Hearts in. It's a good ball in. It's a long, long way out. It's about 40-50 yards on the angle. It's Essel that flicks the header on, and Penrice's arms up and in a natural position. It is a penalty, I'm afraid. There's nothing they can do about it, but it's a penalty kick.
Yeah, I think Hearts will be disappointed because they actually probably could deal with the ball earlier than that. Allow the flick.
Graham Carey has missed a penalty for St Johnstone against Hearts before. As Callum Davidson knows only too well. Sorry to bring that up. Carey against Gordon! Brilliantly done low into the corner. Craig Gordon went the right way. Graham Carey breaks across to the right-hand side where the St Johnstone supporters are located. He takes the cheers. It's all square at Tynecastle. Hearts 1, St Johnstone 1.
Yeah, fantastic composure by Graham there. He stuck it in the Craig Gordon's bottom left-hand corner. Craig's got no chance with it. Fantastic penalty. As a manager, make substitutions. You know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And Graham's come on. He's provided that little spark for St Johnstone.
Yeah, it's a really good penalty kick, good finish. You know what, St Johnstone started the second half, 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in. They've been on top, they've been on the front foot. It was an initial free kick by Penrice climbing all over Carey, and then Carey delivers in, and they've got the penalty kick, which was a penalty. No way other than a penalty was going to be given there.
Oyegoke sends it forward, all square at Tynecastle, and all change at the bottom of the table. Hearts would remain bottom. Here's the opportunity for Boateng to take it forward. Just thumped away by Dre Wright. Sidibe's gone forward, he's up against Oyegoke. He's brought the ball under control and he hammers the shot in. Mackenzie Kirk was right beside him. If he'd rolled in Mackenzie Kirk, it was a great chance. Instead he shoots wide.
Just a long ball by Dre Wright, just cleared his lines, and Sidibe at his pace, he's just got to have that wee bit more composure. Even there I think he could have passed it to Kirk, but again I think you need the shot on target there.
He just gets wrong side. Oyegoke's all over the place.
Sanders plays the ball forward, headed back by Kai Rolls. Drama tries to get in there, Sprangler wins it. Hearts gather, and it's with Lawrence Shanklin. Shanklin plays the ball forward. Mikulic gets the header. Blair Spiddock takes charge, brings it down. Can't get away from Dre Wright, who did enough to put him off, and Holt wins it up to the halfway line. Sidibe comes forward, Kimpioka, little step over. Sidibe actually touches the ball, takes it off him, and Jason Holt tries to come forward. It's well won by Cammy Devlin. Musa Drama brings the ball forward onto Lawrence Shanklin. Shanklin inside, looking for Spittle. Good tracking back and across. Once more, Sprangler's doing well in the midfield. Graham Carey too, making that challenge. Here's the opportunity for St Johnstone to spring the ball out to that right-hand side. Johnstone have levelled against Hearts at the start of the second half.
The game definitely has a different feel about it now. You know, I think there's a few like passes have gone astray by the Hearts players there. Just lost possession. For the first half, they actually kept the ball really well. And it's actually St Johnstone, the ones looking more likely.
Hearts one clean sheet in the last 11 matches, all competitions. They've lost more than a single goal 5 times in those 11, and they're under pressure again. Alan Preston thrown to St Johnstone.
It's been really good from St Johnstone in the second half, but neither side can keep clean sheets, Paul. We told you we were guaranteed goals here today. That's why they're at the bottom and second bottom of the league.
Yep, just unable to keep their opponents out.
That is the majority of the time teams are at the bottom of the league. It's not about scoring goals, it's about conceding goals. And if you concede too many easy goals, like we've probably maybe seen today, chances and stuff, it always is an uphill battle.
Hearts have lost only one of the last 10 against St Johnstone, but it's all square here at Tynecastle. Thrown by St Johnstone, headed away by Boateng. Gathered by Carey. Carey plays it all the way back. Mikulic onto Dre Wright. Dre Wright, ever present in the Scottish Premiership this season, plays it out wide. Alan Essel, who's offside. And the assistant took his time. It's Ross McLeod on that far side.
It can't be offside there. You know, it's a time pass. You know, it's really disappointing not to stand offside. I think you've got to be onside there because you know Dre's going to pass it to you. Make sure you're onside.
He's looking right along the line. It's just laziness getting back to park.
Yeah.
Well, St Johnstone didn't score against Hearts last season. Hearts won all 3 meetings, the 2 in Perth and the 1 at Tynecastle, without conceding. They've now scored in back-to-back matches against Hearts, 1 apiece. Hearts play the ball forward, up for Wilson. Wilson had a goal ruled out for offside that first half. Up against Bozo Mikulic, who goes into the advertising boards as Hearts for a corner. Lawrence Shanklin applauding the pass forward, and Hearts will get the chance to swing the ball in.
Really good play by the youngster. Makes the run inside to out. Decent control, good defending, taking absolutely no chances there.
James Penrice gets ready to deliver. No Hearts ultras behind the goal, but a number of Hearts fans have settled in behind the goal from other seats within that stand. The Gorgie Road end, the ball comes in. Aaron Essel heads the ball away, comes back to Penrice. He'll send it back in once more. That's a decent ball. Sanders with a good header away, breaks the edge of the box. Spittle! Oh, what a strike that is from Blair Spittle! We talked about it in the first half, that he's got that ability. It fell to him and he drilled it home. Absolutely no chance for Josh Ray. Hearts 2, St Johnstone 1.
If you want the ball to fall to someone and technique on demand, it's Blair Spittle. What a hit that is. And you're right, Paul, we spoke about it. He was free at the edge of the box the whole of that first half. But see when it drops out the air, you think if it falls to him, he's going to get an effort on goals. A decent header up, height and distance, but he cracks it from about 21 yards, giving the keeper absolutely no chance.
Yeah, 2 good quality balls in by Penrice. And then again, falls to Spittle. It's come high at the sky. Great technique, great hit. Fantastic finish. Really disappointed with St Johnstone there. They've just sort of clawed their way back into the game, and now they're going to have to do it all over again.
5th goal of the season for Blair Spittle. Absolutely hammered that pass, Josh Ray. And Alan Preston almost goes without saying, but Hearts needed that.
They did, and you know what? You can start to feel the crowd getting a little bit edgy.
Well, they definitely changed out the song sheets. They were going for the negative tunes, that was for sure.
No, but I think they had to get a goal, just to try and stop that, Paul, and have managed to do it. But St Johnstone are not finished yet. They're a better St Johnstone in the second half.
Here's Trey Wright, angles the ball across, comes off Musa Drama, the header away. And out of play by Forrester, throw into St Johnstone. St Johnstone. Hearts are going to make a change. We'll go into Brian in a moment or two as Kimpioka has it. Kimpioka tries to get away from Forrester and Devlin. Devlin wins it. It's up to Wilson. Wilson lays it back to Shanklin. Shanklin clips it forward. Josh Ray will come from his goal. All in sort of pale green greyish colour as he plays the ball forward, and Shanklin comes back, launches it. Craig Gordon has to go across, brings the ball down, comes outside his box, thumps it high over the halfway line. He got power on that. Sanders with the head flick on. Kimpioka brought it down, although Hearts will gather as he couldn't bring it under control. Forrester gets it forward. Mikulic gets it down onto Holt. Holt lays it on the inside. Sprangler is there. Forward it goes. Carey onto Kimpioka. It's a brilliant ball out wide. Mackenzie Kirk is there. Kirk gets the ball into the middle. Danger for Hearts here, and somehow it's headed away. There's a man in the back of the net.
Oh yeah, Forrester shoved.
Yep,
right into the post.
That was fantastic defending by the young man there. It was a great ball in by Kirk, and he's just timed his header at the back post. As all good full-backs should do, defend that back area. Fantastic and really brave, and he's actually been knocked. I don't know if Sidibe's actually went for the challenge and pushed him into the post, but really good defending by the young man.
Yeah, it's a brilliant header, and I think they don't make the change just now. I think for me it would be Drama off, Forrest on, I would think. But
Brian McLaughlin, pitch side?
Yeah, well, it's certainly going to be Forrest coming on, and I would be like Alan. I think it will be Musa Drama that will be coming off. He's had very little impact today. Wasn't a good night on Thursday though for Alan Forrest, and I think he feels that he owes the Hearts fans one.
Musa Drama is in danger of becoming a player that's remembered for one goal, and that was the hit against Celtic, as very little else. And the change is being made, and Drama does leave the field.
I don't think he can complain. He's not done enough in the game. It's a 60 minutes and he's getting a standing ovation. He's worked his socks off, but just his quality. I've watched him a few times, Paul, and I think sometimes he doesn't know what he's going to do. When he's on his game, as we've seen against Aberdeen, he was very good. Celtic, he came on, scored a good goal, but there's games when you just think, like today, you just don't see enough of him.
It was a big chance for him today, Alan, I thought.
It was, yeah, real big chance.
It's funny because I watched Alan Forrest a lot, and I always thought he was brilliant off the left-hand side. That was probably his best position. But then I watched Spittle, And his best position's off the left-hand side as well. And it's hard sometimes when you go across the other side. Forrest is a wee jinky player, and he doesn't have a great deal of like blistering pace, but he's got a really good shift. He shifts his body well. He moves his feet really well, so it's a little bit harder for him on the right-hand side.
St Johnstone gather on the halfway line. 61.5 minutes gone. St Johnstone trying to find themselves level for the second time this afternoon. Kimbioka does well, put Devlin on his back. Opportunity for St Johnstone. Holt round the corner, edge of the box, left-hand side. Dre Wright pulls the ball back to his right foot, gets it back onto Holt. Holt trying to drive past two Hearts defenders, comes back to Wright. Wright clips it across, but it was read all the way by Devlin, and then he can't complete the clearance, so St Johnstone will come and gather again.
He's brilliant at getting it back, but passing the ball's a struggle.
He actually tried to play the right pass, just the execution was wrong, wasn't it?
Just didn't manage it on that occasion. St Johnstone have the ball on the halfway line.
They're definitely more in the second half, St Johnstone. They're definitely a lot better than they were first half.
Kimbioka has just ridden two Hearts defenders. He's trying to take it past Boateng and Devlin. He beats them for a second time, beats the referee for fun as well. Plays the ball out onto Dre Wright. Dre Wright sends it on the angle. Essel is there, trying to flick it back to Carey. Spittle got in the way. The ball runs to the edge of the area. No free kick was given. St Johnstone continuing, and Holt takes a touch and turn and spins it wide. Jason Holt sends a shot well wide.
That sums Kimbioka up for me. He's done brilliantly. He's actually beat two players, and then instead of actually trying to play a forward pass or slide the pass, he comes back again and tries to beat them again. If they can get on the ball and just get him that little bit more quality when he beats somebody, to then release his pass.
I just wonder about Devlin, the way he plays. He's been booked in that first half.
He's charging about, isn't he, as well?
He is.
You know, he's...
Well, to be fair to Cammy Devlin, he's got two modes, off and on, and that is it. As the ball gets played up to the halfway line, all the way back.
It's always your worry as a manager when somebody gets booked early, and a player like him, you know he's going to make tackles.
His game's all about that. That's his game,
isn't it? Sometimes you have to protect me, although you're probably thinking you're quite happy with the shape. With Boateng and Devlin there, the energy levels they've got, they're fantastic.
Ball gets played forward. Devlin does pick up. Boateng comes wide. Essel has it at the edge of the area and brings it away for St Johnstone. St Johnstone gather through Carey. Carey to Kimbioka. Kimbioka trying to run Boateng. He's got the angle on him, plays it out wide onto Kirk. Kirk's got the ability to come on the inside. Back onto Graham Carey. Carey pokes the ball across, sends Spangler. Back onto Dre Wright. Good passing from St Johnstone. Lovely 1-2. Graham Carey with a shot from the edge of the box. Played back to him by Kimbioka. Lovely play, shot wide.
Yeah, really good football by St Johnstone. It's probably their best sort of passage to play. And Graham Carey's probably key to it all. You know, great little 1-2 edge of the box, and I think you expect better quality from him. But yeah, a lot better. I think sometimes Hearts they've got to be happy just in their shape. You can hear the fans get a wee bit frustrated. Sometimes you can have to be happy in your shape and don't allow any gaps. Sometimes when you start to jump out of holes, that causes problems.
Forrester plays it forward onto Shankland. Shankland keeps the ball in, plays it back onto Forrester. Callum, I just wanted to ask you, talk about taking a player off. Have you ever found yourself in a position considering the change and the player then gets sent off?
No, I haven't. No, I actually had to take somebody off last week. He'd been booked and just come on as a sub, and he got booked and then he got fouled again. Failed somebody again. I actually had to say to him, listen, I'm going to have to take you off because one more tackle and you're off. So it's always a difficult one. If you get it wrong, it could cost you the game.
Hearts 2, St Johnstone 1, BBC Radio Scotland. And the voice of former St Johnstone boss, Queen's Park boss, Callum Davidson. Alan Preston, who's played for both of these clubs, also alongside me here on December the 22nd. As the ball gets played forward by Hearts. St Johnstone get in there, ball played back onto Ray. Ray had no chance with Hearts, second goal, plays it forward. Turns, spins, heading away, Kai Rogues. Gathers. Penrice has worked to 1-2 and he's up towards the edge of the area. He's racing back with Sanders and he tries to play the ball across. Sanders blocked him. Now the opportunity for Spittle. Spittle and Penrice interchange. The cross in towards Shankland. The header is wide.
A good play. I've not really seen a lot of Penrice in the second half. 65 minutes on the clock. He was excellent in the opening 45. He's been very quiet at the start of the second half, but good ball in again there by Spittle this time. Shankland's on the end of it. But it was good pressure from Penrice to win the ball high up the park.
Sanders brings the ball forward onto Graham Carey. Carey with a touch. Plays the ball out wide. Here's the chance for St Johnstone to come down the left-hand side. Dre Wright now playing them back for McCulloch. Sanders, Essel. Carey, Sprangler, Holt, Kimbioka, Sidibe and Kirk. St Johnstone trying to find a way back here. Ball played out wide. St Johnstone have lost 10 matches of the 12 which they've lost the first goal this season. Trying to find a way back again in this one.
He's not been in it, Mackenzie Kirk, and Callum will tell you, it's always strange going back to the club that you were at for so long. It's a weird feeling, you know everyone, you probably try harder than you would, but sometimes it just doesn't work for you.
Yeah, you're either absolutely brilliant or you're terrible. You don't really have a kind of average performance when you go back. It is a very strange feeling.
The other thing that might be slightly strange for him is he only played once for Hearts, and it was away from home. So he never actually got the chance to play at Tynecastle in a top game. He's getting that chance today. His Hearts taking a chance, smuggling the ball out from the back. Sidibe challenging Guy Rose, kept in by Graham Carey initially, and then the ball bounces out of play before Sidibe could gather. So good pressuring from the St Johnstone frontmen.
And that's where I'm looking for Wilson to peel across the front of Sanders and into the corner, because Essel was high up in the park because he was watching Penrice's run, but Rose has to play it.
So the throw will come for Hearts midway inside their own half. Hearts 2, St Johnstone 1. 3/4 of the game have gone. Hearts will throw the ball in, and they do so. Shankland hits the ball up, comes back, and just thump forward over the halfway line. And Sanders will gather, play it out onto Essel. Essel down the line. Carey under pressure, Hearts will gather. Shankland picks up, lovely little touch onto Boateng. Boateng opens it up. Forrest's first touch of the match doesn't result in anything positive for Hearts, and St Johnstone gather through Dre Wright. Now onto Mackenzie Kirk. Kirk gathering, two coming into the box for St Johnstone. Kirk at the edge of the area, being pushed outside the box. Lays the ball back onto Dre Wright. There's space here for Jason Holt. Holt down the side. Good interception by Forrester. Read it all the way. It comes out to Alan Forrest. Alan Forrest takes a touch, tries to get past Dre Wright. Dre Wright does really well. Plays the ball back onto Sanders, and Sanders will gather.
You just won't run Dre Wright. You've got to know who you're playing against.
That's what I mean a wee bit. He's on the right hand side. He'll normally use his ability and his skill to drop the shoulder and go past somebody.
Sidibe just takes down Cammy Devlin, who stays down just to indicate that he should be getting the free kick, and he does so. St Johnstone still looking very dangerous.
Yeah, I thought that should actually be a booking. I always get frustrated when somebody pulls a jersey blatantly. I think Kim Pilko's got away with one there.
So the opportunity to play the ball forward. Still, you can sense, Alan Preston, there's a nervousness in the stands.
There's still a game on here, Paul. Quarter of the match left. 2-1. It's a fine line.
It'll be interesting how Hearts, the energy levels, obviously from the game, the exertions on Thursday night, so it'll be really interesting when you get to the last probably 10-15 minutes.
Hearts 2, St Johnstone 1 in the rugby. Glasgow Warriors 26, Edinburgh 0. 20 minutes to go in that one. That's available on BBC Radio Scotland 810 medium wave, BBC Sounds, and online
rugby at
as well.
Stadium, I'm not having that. That needs to stop.
At Hampden Park.
Rugby at Hampden Park.
Exactly, Callum.
Pitch up.
It's you.
Well, there's been football at Murrayfield, so come on, fair's fair.
Oh, John.
I'm no.
I think Alan and I must go. We'll go to the return game. Alan, you and I. As the ball gets ready to be thrown in on that far side. We'll hear the return leg 2 on BBC Radio Scotland. As the ball gets played up towards the halfway line. Gathered by Holt. Holt opens it up. And here's Dre Wright. Dre Wright gathers. St Johnstone, as it stands, will be bottom of the table tonight. Then Sprangler, the Erstring, going through, plays it for Sidibe. Sidibe inside the area, pulls the ball back. Opportunity for Mackenzie Kirk, decent ball in. Cammy Devlin heads it up to the edge of the area, breaks down for Carey. Carey gets away from Spittle, plays it out wide onto Essel. Essel with the ball in, that looks like it's too long. Mackenzie Kirk throws a leg at it, it's going to come out, it's going to be a throw to Hearts by the corner flag. And St Johnstone again just can't find that final ball.
I'm having a look at St Johnstone on the bench, and what changes does he have? He doesn't have really many sort of experienced attacking players there. I think he's obviously the few, and he's got a few young lads on the bench, but they're more kind of midfielders. So realistically, he's probably got most of his attacking players on the pitch.
Yeah, possibly the only attacking option that he might trust is Max Kucheravis, but he's only played 3 times this season. This would be a 4th.
Yeah, he's more of a sitting midfielder though. That's where Max wants to play, so he's not a real attacking player. So again, it's that. What does he change? Does he try and go for that and go with the 2 strikers and try and get more control of the game?
Should mention that Brodie Dare and Aaron Brookfield are on the bench. Brodie Dare, son of Lee, is the option now for Hearts. They've lost out on that occasion. And Carey gathers. One or two start to grumble in the stands, but Hearts still lead. St Johnstone fans still all standing on that far side, trying to will their team forward. Here's Essel. Essel tries to gather. He's under pressure from two Hearts players. He'll do well to win a throw. Yeah, I'm just looking through. Kucheravi, Smith, McPake, Kelchins, Frontak, Dare and Brookfield. As you say, not really too many attacking options.
McPake's the one. Josh McPake would come and play on there. Young boy with Rangers went down south, didn't quite work out for him. Finds himself back up the road.
Yeah, just once for Rangers, that against St Joseph's in a European tie. And Brodie Dare described as a right winger, but not really sure if you'd want to throw a 16-year-old into this one. As the opportunity will come as Hearts knock the ball out of place, and Johnstone will take a throw. They're leading Hearts by 2-1, 72 minutes gone. Long ball thrown into the air. There's the little head flick on. Shanklin gets the touch away. Forrest away, breaks down Sprangler. Sanders is there. He'll push it back to the halfway line. Mikulic looks ahead, tries to get it left-footed on the angle, looking for Jason Holt. I think it came off his head and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw into Hearts. As long as it remains within a goal, this is a pretty tense contest.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting 18 minutes plus what's ever added on by the referee. It ain't done yet this game, Paul. There'll be chances. It just depends on who can take them.
Well, since a loss against Hearts, St Johnstone have beaten Killie. They've drawn 1 and lost 3. Hearts have got an identical record. As these sides met earlier in the season, the Hearts won by 2-1. That's the scoreline as it is. Blair Spittle wanted more movement from James Wilson. He's arguing with James Wilson at the moment, telling him he wanted a different run.
Yeah, he wants to run into the corner, you can see that. He's trying to play it, he's asking him, he's still speaking to him now. You just got to teach the young lad, he's only 17, fresh out of school, first year at full time. They've got to talk him through games. He's been excellent again.
Here's the opportunity for St Johnstone to try and win it on the halfway line. Boateng does well, drops down to Devlin, played on the inside onto Spittle. Spittle lifts it into space on that left-hand side, and Penrice will go after it. 2 in the box for Hearts, now 3. It's a long, deep cross. Shanklin watches it bounce outside the box. He'll do well to keep that in. Somehow he did. It's going to take a bounce. St Johnstone eventually get Dre right there, right against Forrester. The ball takes the deflection into the area. Graham Carey has to head it back. Aaron Essel's going to be under pressure from Alan Forrest. Forrest trying to hold him down by the corner flag. Essel could do with some help. Gets it in the shape of Graham Carey, and then a free kick goes against Hearts. There's Spittle making the challenge. Graham Carey goes down. Free kick to St Johnstone, and that should relieve the pressure.
Yeah, a little bit. I think Spittle, he looks a little bit tired. Spittle, I don't know. He played that crossfield pass, never really joined in after it. I don't know if he's limping off one of his legs.
Yeah, it seems to be.
That might spring the Hearts bench into action. Sports Sound on a Sunday afternoon, BBC Radio Scotland. Earlier on today, Dundee United and Celtic. We brought you the whole game from Tannadice, 0-0 here at Tynecastle Park in Edinburgh. Hearts leading by 2-1. And Paul Mitchell alongside me, Alan Preston, Callum Davidson. Ball rolled out onto Forrester. Forrester will gather. Forrester plays it out wide, midway inside his opponent's half. Alan Forrest picks up. Forrest and Forrester. And as Forrester went down, he felt he should have had a free kick. Hearts had the ball. John Beaton saying, play on. Onyegoke has a little look ahead. Plays the long ball forward. Forrester had stayed forward. He was the architect of Hearts' opening goal. He pushes the ball into the box. St Sprangler read that all the way out to Kimpioka. Loses out to Devlin, who wins it again. It's on to Shanklin. Devlin tries to come through.
Everyone's even tackling Shanklin there.
Kimpioka takes down Shanklin at the edge of the area. It's going to be a free kick to Hearts.
I don't know how you put that on the stat book. Devlin tackling his own player with the ball.
He'll tackle anybody.
He will.
But Hearts have won a free kick. Dangerous position here.
Yeah, it was actually great play by Devlin there to actually go and Kimpioka thought he's got the ball. Devlin's like a little terrier. He's done that 2 or 3 times in the last 5-10 minutes. Just won that ball back and just relieves the pressure for Hearts.
2 really good options here. Spittle with the right foot, Penrice with the left foot. It's set up for Penrice, but you know what? Spittle's got the ability to play it at the outside of the wall.
That's the one. The goal. If he gets it right, the goalie doesn't save it. You know, if he goes, it's going to be Penrice.
Yeah, Spittle just wanders away and decides that there's not going to be. Well, he's now wandering.
It's a 3-man wall here. This is on for Spittle to be hit the outside of the wall.
Ray's left a huge gap.
Massive gap.
The gap is there. Penrice runs over it. It's going to be Spittle. Spotted the gap. Ray came across, it hits the side net, and he was moving so quickly to try and close down.
Yeah, it was a good effort there. I think we did call it from up here. It was a fantastic effort from Spittle. Another day that goes in, but good free kick.
You could see it. I don't think the goalkeeper's got enough men in the wall, to be honest, and he's too far over his right-hand side. If that's on target, he's not getting there.
Yeah, I agree with that, Val. I agree with that one.
That's enough. That's twice today.
How are you enjoying seeing the game from a view this high in the stands? Normally you're obviously pitch side. We'll get your thoughts in a second as St Johnstone come forward and it's knocked out of play. Different perspective.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you watch the game from the stands. Yeah, the gaps look a lot bigger, especially even when you play. It looks easy from up here. Tactically you can see things a lot better.
Dre Wright from the throw, but it's Forrester who knocks it away. And St Johnstone very much still in this game. 77 minutes gone. 2-1 to the home side. St Johnstone have drawn level once. Can they find a way to draw level again? Levelled through the penalty by Graham Carey. Sanders plays the ball out wide onto that right-hand side. Essel lifts the run. Sidibe's made the run. He's going to get there. He's got lightning pace. Fires the ball across, and there is Sidibe in a nutshell. Got the pace into the right place and just absolutely lamped the ball across.
Yeah, same again. He's just got to have a little bit more guile. It's a great run, great ball. It's really hard to defend against. Just put it in an area, make Hearts defend it, get a corner, build a bit of pressure. That's 2 or 3 times the game he's done that.
Hearts are thinking about a change. We go pitch side to Brian McLaughlin.
Yeah, Kenneth Vargas is the player who's getting ready at the moment. I wouldn't be too surprised if it is Blair Spittle. He's just been over a little chat with the bench here, but yeah, Kenneth Vargas ready to come on.
Essel plays the ball back,
and that would in turn put Forrest back on his favourite left side and Vargas come out to the right.
Yeah, he's getting a wee bit of stick just now. He's just not starting the game that well. It might be doing the world of good to go on that left hand side.
Opportunity now for St Johnstone to try and build. Sprangler has it, halfway line. Boateng right in front of him, so he turns, spins, and plays the ball back. Here comes Mikulic over the halfway line. On to Dre Wright. Right onto the right foot, hits it against Devlin, and Hearts will pick up again. Forrester under pressure from Kirk. Craig Gordon gets the ball back. He launches it forward. Sprangler will gather, takes a touch, plays it out wide onto Holt. Holt trying to bring the ball across against 2 Hearts players. Sliding in was Devlin, won the ball, but straight onto Dre Wright. Kimpioka has it, drags the ball back from the edge of the area. Back onto Sprangler. Sprangler looks up, plays it wide to the left-hand side. Dre Wright is there. Shankland has come back to try and close him down. There's the right-footed ball in, the header, the diving header by Forrester onto Spittle. It's launched long. Mikulic heads it up onto Sanders. Sanders has Wilson right beside him. He's midway inside his own half now, pushing up towards the halfway line. The out ball is Graham Carey. Carey then sends it high on the angle. Hearts thought they were offside. The flag has stayed down initially, and then as soon as Dre Wright brings it under control, the flag goes up. 2-1 Hearts.
Yeah, easy offside there. They could see it from here. But Spittle, I think Spittle's getting a bit of cramp.
Yeah, well, he's going off. Blair Spittle, the man whose goal separates these sides at the moment, will give way to Kenneth Vargas, and Vargas, who got the winner against St Johnstone last time out, is the player on.
But Forrest will go to the left, Vargas will come to the right, but he needs to do his defensive duties because Dre Wright will bomb forward there, and if Vargas lets him run, it'll be a 2-on-1 situation against Forrester. And I thought he was poor on Thursday night when he came on, going back to park, just letting the left back run off him, and if he does it again tonight, it could be curtains for them.
And he's not quite the favourite player he once was round here with the comments that you'd made when he was away.
Amazing thinking that you say something on the other side of the world and you think it's not going to get back here.
Yeah, it wasn't even lost in translation. We just hoped it would remain lost. Sanders tries to get the ball away, breaks back Hearts way. Wilson tries to find Shankland at the edge of the area. Dre Wright races across the edge of the box, plays it across Sidibe into Kimpioka. Kimpioka tracked back by Devlin.
Absolutely brilliant.
Devlin as well.
Fantastic, he's been absolutely outstanding in that middle area. Kimpioka's not really had a kick, and that's all down to Devlin.
He's the best in the country, or one of the best in the country at that, getting the ball back, stopping the attacks. He's been excellent again today.
Hearts looking for something to change for them. Well, it changed for them last December They had 3 great wins. Celtic, St Mirren, Hibs. They went 10 without loss in the Scottish Premiership and kicked on. If it stays as it is, they'll be off the bottom of the table. Lead by 2-1, 9 to play. Devlin plays it out wide. Penrice is there. Penrice clips the ball back into the middle. Holt with a header away. Shanklin was waiting. Comes to Forrester. He's being urged to shoot. Plays it to Shanklin. Works the 1-2. Little chip ball up, looking to try and get it to the back post, but the ball runs all the way behind. It remains 2-1.
That's a little bit lucky for the Forrester, because he could have shot. I actually think he plays the right pass. I think Shanklin's just got to open his body and then fire it across goal himself.
Again, last year he would have shifted it onto his left foot and bent it in that far corner.
Just not quite been the season for Hearts' top goal scorer last term. Ronan Shanklin just rattled the back of the net. 31 occasions, 26 in the league. Ball is out of play on that far side. Neil Critchley saying that's a Hearts throw. It's a St Johnstone ball. Hearts have won it. And Sprangler and Devlin come together.
It's a booking for Sprangler here.
The referee just wanders over Canley. Another change coming, Brian McLaughlin.
There's got to be a couple of changes made by St Johnstone. Matthew Smith and David Keltians are the players who are going to be coming on. We're just looking at the board here, whether they're waiting to see indeed if number 23 Sven Sprangler is going to continue, because he took a little bit of a knock. It is going to be a yellow card. Yeah, the yellow card's been shown, but certainly going to be a couple of subs. Matt Smith and David Keltians, the players coming on.
So Matt Smith, the former Welsh international, getting ready to come on. Changes are going to be made before this free kick is taken, and the changes are coming. So Jason Holt is being withdrawn, and he makes his way off the field of play. He'll need to hand over the captain's armband, and Aaron Essel also comes off. So David Keltians is on. Jason Holt is still on the field, just transferring the armband to Graham Carey, and he applauds the St Johnstone fans across to the left-hand side. Time ticking away for St Johnstone and Sima Valakari as Hearts have the free kick.
There'll be a chance, Paul. I'll tell you now, they'll get a chance, St Johnstone.
Especially if Hearts play a free kick like that, straight off the back of Kimpioka. Hearts did get the ball back, launched it forward. St Johnstone repel. Boateng lays the ball back. Forrester can't get what he was looking for, and the ball rather skims off his foot, and Smith leaves the throw for Dre Wright.
I think Hearts are going to have to dig deep for the last 10 minutes. It's going to be a tough physical ask for them. You know, it's obviously the game on Thursday night. Now here, I think St Johnstone look a little bit sharper. They're moving the ball a bit quicker. Hearts are maybe sitting in. They've got to be careful they can't drop too deep, and be brave and try and keep a good line. And limit St Johnstone's chances.
Opportunity for St Johnstone from the throw. Hearts, such a good record against St Johnstone in recent times. It's St Johnstone trying to find a way back level again. Ball in the centre circle. Mikulic looks up, pulls it back out to that right hand side. Comes back to the skipper Carey. Carey, left foot ball into the box. It's a teasing one, but Craig Gordon says no, I don't think so. Grabs it at the edge of his 6-yard box and just takes his time. 6 to play.
I see with Valakari, will just throw men forward now. So what Hearts need to do is get up the park, don't drop deeper, as they did on Thursday, Paul. They started to drop deeper and deeper, letting Petro Cup come back into the game. They've got to get up the park if they can.
Matt Smith trying to get away from Boateng. Almost did so, but Boateng stuck to him well. Hearts play the ball over at halfway line. Mikulic brings it down. Dre Wright flicks it over Wilson's head onto Jack Sanders, and Sanders will gather. He's inside his own half. Now plays the ball over the halfway line. Ball back on the inside onto Graham Carey. Carey back to Sanders. St Johnstone, well, they'll take their time. They'll build up. Won't just thump the ball forward.
They've been a lot better in the second half, St Johnstone. They've been right in the game.
Smith calling for it. Dre Wright doesn't play it to him, plays it back to the halfway line, through the centre halves. The ball is recycled again, now goes out wide to that far side. Keltians is there, tries to bring it under control, does so and draws the throw. It's knocked out of play by Alan Forrest. Throw taken quickly onto Graham Carey. Carey, here's the shout of Sprangler midway inside his opponent's half, back onto Sanders again. Hearts everybody back behind the ball. Ball comes from right to left, kept in by Matt Smith. Smith, ball onto the right foot, plays it in. That's a decent ball, and Mackenzie Kirk couldn't time his jump. He had beaten Oyegoki in the middle, and Craig Gordon emerges with the ball.
Yeah, it's a good ball by Matt Smith in there. I think it's one of those angle ones. The only thing I like to see St Johnstone do is try and get a little bit higher up the pitch and put crosses in. those ones are, for me, just too deep. They're actually controlling the game. Can they now get further forward and ask Hearts more questions? Ask the fullbacks, do they have to defend?
You know what, they're virtually playing a 5 now. Carey's up one side, Smith's up the other. They've got Kirk and Sidibe and Kimpioka up there, just trying to go for it. You can see the 5 are staying up the park now.
Well, St Johnstone are not going to go down without a fight. One or two Hearts fans heading for the exits. I'm sure they're just trying to get a jump away on the traffic because the job is not done as yet. Carey plays the ball forward onto Sprangler, merges over the halfway line. Kimpioka runs into Devlin again. Devlin won the ball, springs back to Carey, and he opens the ball up again. St Johnstone. Sprangler has it, centre circle, now comes over the halfway line. Hearts leading by 2-1. St Johnstone looking for a second equaliser in the game. Ball played through Sidibe. Sidibe is inside the area, trying to turn, plays it outside. Chance for the cross. Good header away. Forrester. And it's only as far as Dre Wright, 35 yards from goal. Dre Wright opens things up again. He was fouled. That's going to be a free kick. Just a clumsy one by James Wilson, and this is exactly Callum Davidson what St Johnstone were looking for.
Yeah, they've actually started to control the game. I think the young lad Wilson's tiring up front, Shankland's tiring. They've actually used the ball really well with the two centre halves and the midfielder, and actually started to build a bit of pressure on Hearts.
And this is the one where Hearts are trying to hold a high line. They're trying to stay out the box if they can. It'll be Carey, you would imagine, to deliver this. He's got a wonderful left foot.
Smith breaks down that left-hand side. There's still nobody there, but the ball is played into the middle. Suspicion of offside. The header from Kimpioka comes back to Kirk. Kirk got the ball across, and Craig Gordon made the save at his post. The shot just lacked the power needed from Mackenzie Kirk.
It'll be such a big result this for Hearts if they can see it through. I thought he was offside there, I must admit, when the free kick was taken, but Hearts are causing their own downfall here.
Forrester picks up for Hearts from Craig Gordon. Angled down the line, Kelchins wins it, gets the header away, but tracking back was Forrest. Did well. And Hearts will gather. Devlin out onto Shanklin. Hearts looking for a third goal, which would sign, seal and deliver the win. Shanklin onto Vargas, steps inside, still stepping inside. Chance, brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Breaks back to Forrest again, it's a save. Down the middle it comes, Vargas again, hits off Smith. The ball headed away, it's a shout for handball. My initial thought is no.
That's a handball.
The second one was from Kelchins, and that one's been awarded. Double save from Josh Ray.
Yeah, phenomenal save by Josh Ray. A good bit of play by Shanklin. Vargas down the right hand side. Good pass. He's cut inside and he's just curled it in the bottom corner. Actually, from this angle, we thought he was going to hit the back of the net. He's produced a fantastic save, and then he's reacted again for the second phase, saved that one again, and then it's a claim for handball. I think it was optimistic by the Hearts fans, and then he got a free kick from the edge of the box. A better bit of play by Hearts, especially at this time of the game.
So a couple of top class saves, Ray, today. That one in the first half and that one there.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. We had a perfect angle to see it. Somehow he reached out the right hand to push the ball away and pushed it wide, which is what a goalkeeper wants to do. Ball played into the middle. The high header from Sanders, and the goalkeeper comes together, immediately breaks, trying to get the ball forward. There are two men down. St Johnstone want to try and get things moving. It's Cammy Devlin limping outside the area as Sprangler picks up. St Johnstone trying to drive forward. He's going to lose out to Lawrence Shanklin. Shanklin now trying to get the ball wide. Ball into the middle. Well, he was wide. He had the chance to play it with a little bit more composure, and now tries to work the 1-2. Shanklin drags the ball back onto Boateng. 20 seconds of normal time to play. All eyes now cast on Duncan Nicholson, our fourth official this afternoon. Forrester for Hearts inside their own half. Played down the line. Dre Wright checks for it. Dre Wright gets in ahead of Vargas. Plays it inside onto Mikulic. And driving the ball away, but Boateng will gather. It's on to Shanklin. Shanklin tried to get the touch and the shot. There'll be 5 additional minutes. Forrest as well against Kirchens. Leaves the ball in the inside. Here's Penrice. Penrice gathers, sends it out wide onto Forrest. Forrest driving for the byline. Kirchens got the touch, and Forrest is going to try and let that run out of play. Kirchens won't let that happen. Has to knock the ball out for a throw. You sense, Callum, the drama's not quite over yet.
No, it's good from Hearts. So it's the best place to defend is St Johnstone's penalty box. So I think it's good play by them. They've actually won the ball back in good areas and kept the pressure on St Johnstone up here. So again, good from, much better from the last 5 minutes from Hearts.
Thrown by Hearts. Forrest has it. One or two more heading towards the exits as Hearts try and gather, driving the ball into the box, still going. Sanders tries to make the block, he does so. It's good play by Penrice. Shout for handball again. The referee stands, he's unmoved. The Saunders may have taken that out. It is out of play. It's going to be a corner kick to Hearts, and the referee indicates that very fact. One or two boos coming from the Hearts fans, but the officials did the job, and Hearts will have a corner, Alan Preston.
Yeah, they have with 4 minutes to go, Paul. I'm not so sure I would be putting everyone up now. It's been a difficult time for Hearts in recent weeks. You don't need to win this game 3-1. 2-1 will do. Just make sure that you keep the back door closed.
Yeah, I think Hearts fans will probably want to see the ball go in the box. The manager, your team, you want 3 points. You know, so I think sometimes you've got to play the game, really. See the game out as much as you can.
None of the centre-halves have gone up.
No, was just checking that Hearts had 3 players inside the area, even less as the corner was taken, but the ball's been knocked out of play, and it's going to be, well, the referee I think indicated a throw. St Johnstone.
It is a throw.
It is a throw. Kelchens is nowhere near where it should be, so he's going to have to go back again. Time coming off the clock. Hearts 1 win in the last 8 all competitions. A 2-0 victory against Dundee. This will be a valuable 3 points, which see Hearts move on to 16 above St Johnstone and Ross County. Opportunity for Forrest. Running his way through, he's up at the edge of the area. Still Forrest runs all the way to the right hand side. Still going on the right foot, drags it back. McCulloch almost turns it out of play. Dre Wright did well to keep it in and knock it away, but St Johnstone cannot link up. Boateng sends his head forward, gets it on to Shanklin. There's an opportunity, going down was Vargas inside the area. Wilson now tries to take a touch. He fouls Dre Wright, but the ball comes on to Matt Smith, and St Johnstone are going to try and build one final attack. That was a free kick. Forrester just took out Sidibe. St Johnstone kept possession. The referee, I think, was checking what was going on behind him, and Dre Wright now brings the ball away. Hearts, nervous moments at Tynecastle. The St Johnstone fans calling for their team to have one last chance. Sanders moves the ball forward over the halfway line. Cady is there. Back onto Sanders on the halfway line. Neil Critchley calling at his players to close down. Dre Wright on the halfway line. 93 minutes on the clock. He's under pressure from Vargas. Vargas has beaten him, and the referee's given a free kick. Dre Wright is furious with the men in front of him. The supporters are furious with Kenneth, the referee, and Kenneth Vargas sees a yellow card. Glasgow 33, Edinburgh 14. Vargas gets the card.
Is there any point to in the second leg of that game?
No, don't be like that.
Kicked the ball away, Vargas there. But this is going to be, what, minute and a half to go. Ray's taking it. Shanklin's coming off. I think it's Boyce that's coming on for him. But they're just going to lump this up the box, St Johnstone.
Callum, in these moments, what do you want from your side?
Bit of luck, really. I think it is. I think it's a wee bit of luck. Can you win that first contact? The first contact's so important. When he kicks that ball in the area, can you get first contact? Can you react to things? And you might get half a chance.
So Josh Wright, who's had some outstanding saves today, piles the ball forward up towards the edge of the area. The first head flick is one. They'll come out wide. Kelchin's almost there. Forrest will turn the ball out of play, and Kelchin's carried through and took out Forrest. Well, that was silly. Should have had a throw.
Yeah, it was crazy. There's no need for it. He's got nowhere, Alan Forrest. He's facing his own goals, 2 yards from the byline, and he clatters him.
I think Kellens thought he could get the cross in there. I think he's just trying to nick the ball in front of him. It's actually a really good play by Alan Forrest there to defend.
Hearts have half the points tally this season against last season after 17 games, 13 points against 26. Looking to move on to 16 points from 18. Still a miserable return from what was expected when they would take, moving off the bottom of the table. Boyce tries to get involved. Head flick on the inside. Vargas goes down. Dre Wright pushed him over. Hearts are going to get a free kick. We've got a minute to play, and Hearts will bleed this clock down.
Yeah, they will. And I've got to say, Cammy Devlin's been absolutely magnificent. The best player in the pitch. He's covered every blade of grass today. Not quality on the ball at times, but what a job he does. And what he does is he engages the fans because of his enthusiasm and his energy levels.
He's tackled everybody, including Lawrence Shanklin.
Yeah, he's tackled his own players. It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
There's the stadium now, how it should be.
It's taken a long time. It is all over at Tynecastle Park in Edinburgh, and Hearts move off the bottom of the table. They got the opening goal in the first half from James Penrice. Graham Carey equalised from the penalty spot, but Blair Spittle, the brilliant effort from the edge of the box. It fell to him after a corner. Gave Josh Ray absolutely no chance. Josh Ray with a couple of fine saves in the match, but it's St Johnstone who'll be bottom of the table at Christmas. Hearts move themselves above St Johnstone. It's finished Hearts 2, St Johnstone 1.
The Scottish Premiership.
From BBC Radio